You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune in to the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle In Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune in to the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball. Justin Davies at the plate. The winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on. Bouncing ball left side. Off the mitt. Up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Louis Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship.
Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch. And the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
We are live here at Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip, New York. It is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And on this beautiful Friday evening, the Ducks return home for a 4-game series, their first meeting of the year with the Lancaster Barnstormers. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of tonight's action. Thank you so much for tuning in here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network, whether you're joining us via Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or liducks.com. As always, we appreciate you joining us. We hope your Memorial Day weekend is off to a terrific start. Well, the Ducks come back home after a sort of day off yesterday. They were playing the Bridgeport Bluefish, or at least were scheduled to play the Bridgeport Bluefish in the final game of a 4-game series, but because of the weather in Bridgeport, Connecticut, the game was postponed. In fact, all 3 Atlantic League games that were on the docket yesterday were postponed due to inclement weather, and so the Ducks end up taking 2 of 3 from their crosstown rivals in their first series of the year, and now they will try and continue their winning ways back here at home. Ducks have won 7 of their past 9 games. They are playing terrific baseball of late. They're 3.5 games behind the Somerset Patriots in the Liberty Division standings. Meanwhile, they will take on a Lancaster Barnstormers team that's currently in first place in the Freedom Division. They're only 1 game better than the Ducks at 18-15, and they lead the Sugarland Skeeters to the Barnstormers by 1 game and 2 games over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. So the Barnstormers have been playing good baseball, and much like the Bridgeport Bluefish, they come in with a very similar composition of their roster. A terrific offense, pitching staff that has some pretty good names on it, but has not been pitching up to snuff this year. The Ducks will look to expose that pitching staff, but they are facing a terrific pitcher tonight, and we'll get to that in a bit. To recap, on Wednesday, the last time the Ducks played, they split a single-admission doubleheader in Bridgeport, a scheduled one with the Bridgeport Bluefish. Bluefish won the opener 2-0 behind a great start from Chris Rearick, who threw 6 scoreless innings, allowing just 4 hits and a walk while striking out 10. But the story for the Ducks was what they did in Game 2. They trailed 5-0 going into the 4th inning, after Bridgeport scored 4 runs in the first against Jack Snodgrass and added another in the 2nd inning against him. Charles Brewer, meanwhile, got off to a great start for the Bluefish, retiring 10 of the first 11 batters that he faced. But the Ducks then strung together 5 straight hits in the 4th inning. With 1 out, Angelo Sanko and Elmer Reyes hit back-to-back singles, and that brought up Mark Krause. And the 1-0 delivery to Mark Krause on the way. He swings and hits a bullet to left center field. That ball is going to get down in the gap, and it's going to head to the wall. Sanko is able to score. Elmer Reyes being waved around third. He's going to come in to score. It's a 2-run double the opposite way for Mark Krause. The Ducks are on the scoreboard, and they have closed to within 3. It's a 5-2 game here in inning number 4. So Mark Krause with a 2-run double, and then up next came Giovanni Alfonso. 0-1. Alfonso, a line drive, base hit into right field. Krause on his way to third. Kevin Baez sending him around. Galvez's throw coming into the plate, not in time. Giovanni Alfonso continues his on-base streak. Gets up to 11 straight games. An RBI base hit the opposite way, and the lead down to 2 for Bridgeport. It's 5-3. So Alfonso with the RBI single. Delta Cleary Jr. would follow with a double down the left field line, and up came Dominic Blanco. Another 2-2 from Brewer. He fires to the plate, and Blanco will swing and lift the fly ball in the air to left. That's hit pretty well. Angelos Nina goes back. He'll make the catch. Tagging from third is Alfonso. He will come in and score. Staying put at second base is Cleary Jr. It's a sac fly and an RBI the opposite way for Dominic Blanco. And the lead down to 1 for Bridgeport. It is now a 5-4 game. So a 4-run fourth inning for the Ducks. 1 inning later against Brewer, Anthony Vega singled, stole second base, and with 1 out, Angelo Sanko was intentionally walked with first base open, representing the go-ahead run. And the Ducks would make the Bluefish play as Elmer Reyes came to the plate. But they just don't want to pitch to Sanko right now, so here's Elmer Reyes. The first pitch to him is fisted out in the air to shallow center. Racing in, Darby Myers still coming on. He won't get it. It lands for a base hit. Vega around third base. He's coming to the plate. Here's the throw. Not in time. Vega slides in safely on the RBI single from Elmer Reyes. And the Long Island Ducks have rallied from 5-0 down to tie this game at 5 apiece. That would be the end of the day for Brewer. Drake Britton came in. He struck out Mark Krause, but with 2 outs, Alfonso came through again. 1-0 to Alfonso. Line drive right field. There's a base hit for Giovanni Alfonso. Around third is Sanko. He will score. Going for third is Reyes. Kevin Baez is waving him around third to look. The throw comes in a second, and Alfonso is out. Oh, Giovanni Alfonso trying to go for 2, and he is thrown out at second base. The run does score, though, and the Ducks have their first lead of the day at 6-5. So the Ducks led 6-5 at that point. They would add an insurance run in the 7th on a 1-out RBI single by Mark Krause. The Ducks bullpen was great. Scoreless inning from Rob Rogers in the 3rd. 2 scoreless from Yuri De La Rosa. And then Diaz and Sal with the hold and the save to close it out. And the Ducks win it 7-5. De La Rosa the win in relief improves to 1-0. Brewer the loss fell to 3-1. And Sal his 3rd save of the year. Take a break here on the pregame show. When we come back, I'll sit down with Ducks manager Kevin Baez to discuss that terrific comeback by Long Island as they took 2 of 3 from the Bluefish in Bridgeport and this upcoming series with the Lancaster Barnstormers.
Hey fans, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Back at Bethpage Ballpark, getting ready for tonight's game between the Long Island Ducks and the Lancaster Barnstormers series opener. I caught up with Ducks manager Kevin Baez before the game to discuss the Ducks series win against their crosstown rivals, the Bridgeport Bluefish, earlier this week, and this upcoming series with the Lancaster Barnstormers. So, here's our chat. Bridgeport, but it ends with that second game of the doubleheader where you guys score 7 unanswered runs to come back from 5-0 down. Just speak about that comeback and how great it was to see the team fight back after getting shut out in Game 1 and shut out early in Game 2.
Yeah, I mean, the first inning, I believe their starting pitcher struck out the side. So, guys battled. We were down early. Snod, didn't look that good right now his first outing. So, but down, and guys didn't count themselves out and kept battling, took the lead, and bullpen did a great job.
You mentioned how good Charles Brewer was the first time through the order. Things obviously changed the second and third time through. Do you think guys just finally were able to see what he did that first time and adjusted?
Well, it definitely helps to see the pitcher for the second or third time. And I think the hitters are at an advantage than the pitchers. So, the first time through, he was electric and just mowing us down. So we kept at it and came on top.
In the 2 games, obviously, you had Matt Larkins go in Game 1, Jack Snodgrass in Game 2. Let's start with Matt Larkins. Encouraging start, seemed to pitch well, even though he did suffer the loss.
No, absolutely. I think it was that bump play. He threw it away. So I think if he fielded his position a little better, I think he would agree with this. But he pitched well. It was a nice rebound as far as what he did the last outing before that. So it was good to see. It's promising, and we'll go from there.
And obviously a tough start for Jack Snodgrass in his first game of the season. What did you see that Bridgeport was doing to be successful against him?
He he wasn't getting the ball over the plate too well. He just was a little erratic. The first bat of the game, I think he hit. So then I think he was pressing a little bit, and he kept the ball, got the ball up a little bit, and they did some damage.
Ultimately, though, you guys do take 2 of 3. That's an encouraging sign in the offense. Certainly was a big part of that. Guy like Giovanni Alfonso, he's been playing so well of late. How tough is it now, knowing the talent you have in this lineup, to try and get him some playing time with the other guys you already have on this roster?
It's a nice problem to have. We thought highly of Alfonso when we got him. He fell in our lap, basically. So he's a talent, and guys see this. So, what it does is give me a little luxury as far as giving some guys days off. So keeping them fresh for the long haul. So. And we just signed another catcher today that could play infield, outfield, and as well as catching, so Pacheco. So it's going to add some other guys getting fresh. So.
You also got Nolan Reimold back during that doubleheader game. How encouraging was it to see him back in the lineup, even though he went hitless in his debut?
Yeah, just to see live pitching, and he felt good, and felt good the next day, so that was a good sign. And, we expect big things from Nolan.
You guys now come into the homestand where you'll play Lancaster 4 times. First time that you were seeing them this year. What's kind of the scouting report on the Barnstormers, and what's going to be the key to this series?
We went over their lineup. They got a good lineup. They got some speed in the front, and then they got some hitters in the middle, and they got some good players, and they're good pitching. So they're top in their league right now. They're playing well. I think they lost 4 in a row, but before they were playing real well. So they got a good team. We got to come ready to go.
Keith Couch on the mound tonight, his first start in about a month after being out with arm soreness. Realistically, how far do you expect him to be able to go, and what are you looking for out of him tonight?
Yeah, we're hoping for 3 or 4 innings, and we'll see where we are, where he's at as far as pitch count. Keep us in the game. Throw strikes, keep the ball down, compete, and I think he's going to do that.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Best of luck here in the homestand.
Thank you, Mike.
That was the Belrose Avenue Elementary School with tonight's national anthem. They were from East Northport, and they were joined on the field by the color guard over at first base, Tire Scout Den 52. So thank you very much to the color guard and to the kids from Belrose Avenue Elementary for tonight's national anthem. Getting ready for tonight's game, it'll be the Long Island Ducks and the Lancaster Barnstormers in the first of 4 here at Bethpage Ballpark. So before the first pitch, let's take a look at both the starting pitching matchup and the starting lineups for the game. On the mound tonight for the Ducks will be right-hander Keith Couch, who was scheduled to start the series finale yesterday in Bridgeport before the game was postponed due to the inclement weather. He is 0-1 with a 7.71 ERA through 2 starts this year. This will be his first outing since the Ducks' opening game of the season, April the 28th, when he took a no decision, allowing 3 runs on 3 hits in 4 innings. But that final line a little bit kind of not really indicative of how he pitched. He struggled a little in the first, gave up a 3-run home run to Michael Burgess, or check that to Craig Maddox, but after that he pitched very well, 3 scoreless innings. So he will make his 3rd start of the year. And on the other side it'll be Eli Villanueva, the right-hander for the Lancaster Barnstormers, born in Miami, resides in Houston, Texas in his first season with Lancaster. And thus far the right-hander has pitched well, one of the best on the Barnstormer staff. He is 3-1 with a 2.39 ERA through 5 starts. He earned the win in each of his last 2 outings, most recently through 5 innings of 1-run ball in a 5-4 win May the 19th against the New Britain Bees at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. All right, time now for the starting lineups for tonight's game for the Barnstormers, who are managed by Ross Peoples in his first year as the Barnstormers manager, but he has been a long-time Lancaster Barnstormer, whether a player, coach, or now manager. It'll be the speedy center fielder Darian Sanford, the league leader in stolen bases, starting things off. Rico Noel, the former Yankees, at second base. He bats second. Last year's All-Star Game MVP Caleb Gindel is in the 3 spot. He is the right fielder. And Casey Hobson, last year's home run leader in the Atlantic League, is at first base. He bats fourth. The 5 hitters, the third baseman Sean Halton. Blake Galen, the designated hitter and longtime Barnstormer, hits 6th. Lastings Millage, the former Met, is in left field hitting 7th. Vladimir Frias at shortstop hits 8th. And Anderson De La Rosa is the catcher and 9-hitter. For Kevin Byes' Long Island Ducks, Phelan Lentini leads off in right field. Nolan Reimold is the DH. He bats second. Angelo Sanko in left field will hit third. Elmer Reyes is the second baseman and cleanup hitter. Mark Krause at first base bats 5th. Alex Berg is the catcher and 6th hitter. Cody Puckett is at third base batting 7th. Delta Cleary Jr. hitting 8th. He is the center fielder. And Dan Lyons, the shortstop, rounds out the order batting 9th. Keith Couch is ready to go. He winds and fires. The first pitch of tonight's game is popped up foul. Third base side out of play. And we are underway.
Transportation Services start time of the ball game, 6:36.
So 6:36, the official start time of tonight's game. We'll get the temperature here momentarily. Couch out of the wind, and he delivers a fastball on the outside corner for a strike.
Southern Transportation Services temperature of tonight's game, 72 degrees.
72 degrees, sun shining, some high thin clouds, but perfect weather here to start off this homestand. The 0-2, and that misses upstairs, a little bit outside as well. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Sanford, who comes in hitting .364 for the Barnstormers this year. No home runs and 11 runs batted in. He is all speed, 24 steals this year, which leads the Atlantic League coming in. Couch wants to go through the sides again with Alex Berg. Does that, and now the 1-2 pitch. Line drive into center field. That's going to be a base hit. Delta Cleary Jr. will pick it up and fire back in. So Darian Sanford on to begin the ball game, and one of the big keys for the Ducks in this series, without question, is going to be limiting the amount of times that Sanford and the man behind him, Rico Noel, get on the base pass. They are 2 very speedy base runners.
Batting in the second position, goes second baseman number 25, Rico Noel, number 25.
So the Ducks will have to certainly pay a lot of attention to Sanford because he runs extremely quick. 24 steals this year. He has been caught 8 times though. Couch turns, throws over to first, and Mark Krause's tag a little bit late. Throw was a little bit low. So I'm sure the Ducks will be paying a lot of attention. Cody Puckett is in on the grass at third base, guarding against the bunt from Noel. Ray is shaded towards second up the middle. Couch turns, throws over again, and again, Sanford is back safely. The throw got away briefly from Mark Krause off his glove, but not far enough away for the runner to advance. So these teams separated by just 1 game in the standings. Of course, not in the same division, though. Barnstormers in the Freedom Division, the Ducks in the Liberty Division. Now the first pitch to Noel. He squares the bunt, pulls back, and takes a little bit low for ball 1. Barnstormers come in at 18-15 on the season overall. They just took on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, but they have lost 4 straight games, so the Barnstormers reeling a little bit, while the Ducks, meanwhile, playing their best baseball of the season. 1-0. Noel, a line drive into right field. That's going to be a base hit towards the line. Lentini picks it up. On his way to third is Sanford, and he will make it in there standing up. So back-to-back singles to open up the ball game for the Barnstormers. Sanford to center, Noel to right, and Lancaster with a rally here in the first inning.
Number 15, Caleb Gindel, number 15.
Once again, this is Keith Couch's first start since April the 28th, just 2 days shy of a full month without starting a game for the right-hander and Long Island native from Elmont, New York. So the 27-year-old right-hander steps back up onto the mound to face the lefty swinging Caleb Gindel. First pitch, and Gindel takes outside for ball 1. Gindel comes in hitting .280 on the year with 5 homers and 25 runs batted in. Defense shifted a bit to the left side here, or to the right side, excuse me. 1-0. On the ground to first. Krause will pick this one up. He goes to short for 1. Runner breaking for the plate. Here's the throw from Lyons, and it skips on Alex Berg, who gets crushed at home plate by Darian Sanford. The runner's going to advance to second base, Gindel. So the run is going to come in to score, and Gindel's going to make his way to second base, and the Barnstormers have a 1-0 lead. That'll go down as a fielder's choice and an RBI. On that ground ball to first base, 3-6, and Lions made the right play to throw home there. But the throw home bounced on the catcher, Alex Berg, and he wasn't able to handle it properly. And so the run comes in. Berg seems to be okay after a check from Kevin Baez and Dottie Pitchford. Edgar scoring at home, it goes down as a 3-6 fielder's choice.
Casey Hobson, number 18.
The runner scores, you give him an RBI, and then the runner at first base advances on what will be an E6 because of the poor throw home. First pitch misses for a ball, so Dan Lyons does get credit for the error there that allows the runner to go to second base. But you do give an RBI to Gindel, his 26th of the year. The 1-0, and that is taken low and outside for ball 2. Oh, they're going to call a balk here on Keith Couch. So never mind, it is a 1-0 count, and they call a balk. That moves the runner over to third. So Keith Couch charged with the balk there. Tough break for the Ducks. They could have had a double play. Again, if Lyons went to first, but I think he made the right decision there. The runner didn't break on contact, and Lyons saw him breaking to the plate and would have had him with a good throw. Here, a broken back comebacker towards the middle, and this goes under the glove of Dan Lyons and into center field. That is going to be another error on Lyons. No RBI on the play. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Barnstormers. That was a little broken bat comebacker past the mound. The runner was again not breaking for home plate.
Third baseman, number 19, Sean Halton, number 19.
But Lions could not come up with it, and Lions made 2 errors in game 2 on Wednesday in Bridgeport. Has made 2 errors already here in the first inning tonight. Here, a line drive in the left field. Angelo Sanko to his right. He can't get it. That's in for a base hit. The second base will go Halton. And now runners at first and second. With still only 1 out of the inning. That's going to bring Billy Horn, the pitching coach for the Ducks, out of the mound to try and settle down the right-hander, who is getting hit a little bit hard here, but also has not been helped out by his defense. And that's probably why Billy Horn is coming out, to try and calm him down and tell him not to let what is happening defensively get to him.
Remember, fans, eat more chicken and visit Chick-fil-A with locations in Port Jefferson Station, Comac, and Hicksville. Along with the Ducks, I want to thank Chick-fil-A for providing tonight's.
What a wacky inning here for the Barnstormers. They have scored 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, a balk thrown in there as well.
Back in the 6th position, the designated hitter, number 2, Blake Galen, number 2.
So a quick chat on the mound, and then that is it. Back to the dugout is Billy Horn. Keith Couch will continue work out of the stretch, and again, he needs a ground ball here to try and turn 2 and get through this inning. First pitch on the way to Galen, the lefty hitter, and that is taken low for ball 1. Galen comes in hitting .305 on the year, 2 home runs and 12 runs batted in. Now the 1-0. There's a strike. Good breaking ball at the knees for Couch, and it is 1-1. And Couch pitched in game 1 of a doubleheader April 23rd in Southern Maryland, took the loss. 3 innings of 4-run ball, 3 of the runs earned. And they'll add 3 runs in 4 innings here, April the 28th, during the home opener. Took a no decision. A 1-1. Ground ball, right side and through. A base hit for Blake Galen. On his way to third is Hobson. He is being sent around. Here's the throw to the plate from Phelan Lantini, and that is in time for the out. Hobson did not like the call from David Speranza. He felt he got his hand in around the tag from Alex Berg, but Lantini throws him out at home plate, and that saves a run. So a base hit there for Galen. The putout goes 9-2. And there's the second out of the inning. It is the 4th hit of the inning for the Barnstormers. Nice play by Lentini, who has a terrific arm in the outfield to get the out at home. And now the seventh man to come to the plate in the inning is a man many Long Island Ducks fans are familiar with, former New York Met, Lastings Millage. Here's the first pitch to Millage. That misses inside for ball one. Millage thus far with the Barnstormers a .293 average, no home runs, and 10 runs batted in on the season. The runner at second base, Sean Halton. The runner at first is Blake Galen. Now the 1-0. That breaking ball is taken on the inside corner for a called strike to even up the count at 1-1. Again, a couple of wacky plays in this inning. Very uncharacteristic errors of Dan Lyons. One on a throw home that bounced at the plate, and Alex Berg could not come up with it cleanly, and that allowed a run to score on what could have been a double play for two big outs. And another on a ground ball up the middle that would have gotten in out at second and went under his glove, and a run came in to score. Here, Couch misses low and outside. Looked like a hard fastball down and away. 2-1 now on Millage, with Vladimir Frias waiting on deck. Defensively for the Ducks, Angelo Sanko is in left, Delta Cleary Jr. in center, and Phelan Lentini in right. On the infield, it's Cody Puckett at third, Dan Lyons at shortstop, Elmer Reyes the second baseman, and Mark Krause at first. 2-1 fastball misses downstairs from Couch for ball three. Alex Berg behind home plate doing the catching for the right-hander Couch. So the count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike on Millage. If he reaches, that will bring to the plate Vladimir Frias, the shortstop and 8-hitter. Couch trying to escape the first with no further damage. 3-1, runners go, and this is popped up in the air. Foul territory, third base side. Cody Puckett on the edge of the warning track now comes back onto the grass, and he makes the catch for the final out of the inning. But not before the Barnstormers get the early lead. They get 2 runs in the inning on 4 hits, 2 big errors, and 2 runners were left on base. We have played a half inning here at Bethpage Ballpark. It is the Barnstormers 2 and the Ducks coming up to bat.
Hey fans, this is pitcher John Brown Allen. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. We move to the bottom half of the first inning. The Ducks in an early 2-0 hole against the Lancaster Barnstormers. Fans, every walk by Ducks batter this season is presented by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island, offering the comprehensive quality care that you need the moment you need it. City MD Urgent Care. Need a doctor? Just walk in. So a wacky first inning for the Barnstormers that gives them the early lead. To recap it, a single by Darian Sanford, a single by Rico Noel. Caleb Gindel grounds into a 3-6 fielder's choice in which Dan Lyons, after getting the out at second, tried to come home and get the out at home plate once Sanford broke for the plate, but the throw was bounced into the dirt, and so the run scored, gave Gindel the RBI when the ball got away from Alex Berg. Gindel went to second base on an E6. Casey Hobson then came to the plate. A balk moved Gindel to third. Another error by Dan Lyons on a weak line drive up the middle scored Gindel, so no RBI for Hobson. Halton a base hit to left, Galen a base hit to right, in which the runner Hobson was thrown out at the plate. As the first pitch here is a strike to Phelan Lentini, and then a foul pop up to third for the final out of the inning. So 2 runs, both earned on 4 hits and 2 errors with 2 left on base. The 0-1, and Lentini takes off the outside corner this time to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Eli Villanueva on the mound, a 6'1", 235-pound right-hander for the Barnstormers. Winds in the 1-1 delivery. Lentini a ground ball to third, foul. Off the hand of Kevin Baez, the manager of the Ducks, coaching down at third base. And so the count 1-2. Ducks are in their alternate orange jerseys here tonight. The Barnstormers are in their alternate red uniforms. Looked like the throw into the stands was dropped, so Kevin Baez recovers and flips it into the crowd again. We'll have a 1 ball, 2 strike pitch here to Lentini, who's hitting 178 on the season for the Ducks. No homers and 4 runs batted in. Villanueva gets the sign, winds and fires, and Lentini is swinging a pop-up in the air to right. Moving in on it is Caleb Gindel, and the Barnstormer right fielder will make the head-high catch to retire Lentini for the first out. Those errors, by the way, on Dan Lyons, his 6th and 7th errors of the year. Very uncharacteristic of the Ducks shortstop. I kind of feel like that little line drive comebacker towards the middle just had so much English on it that he seemed to just miss it as it went to him. But just very unlike him. The throw home, he's usually got a very accurate arm, and that throw was off target. But the Ducks will look to rally back like they did in Game 2 on Wednesday. First pitch here to Nolan Reimold is a fastball on the outside corner from Villanueva for strike 1. Reimold returned to action in Game 2 of the doubleheader on Wednesday as the designated hitter. He had previously been out since May the 9th on the disabled list with an injury to his side, but feeling much better. Kevin Baez was happy he came back into the lineup, and even though he went 0 for 4, did not feel any pain during or after the game. Here's the 0-1, and Reimold takes a breaking ball this time, a good slider, but just missed outside. That'll even the count at 1-1. This is start number 6 on the year for Villanueva. He's got a 3-1 record and a 2.39 ERA. Reimold takes a fastball here just below the knees. Again, Villanueva did not miss by much. 2-1 the count. 26 1/3 innings for the right-hander. He has struck out 27, walked just 9, and he has allowed 23 hits. The 2-1 delivery. Reimold a swing and a miss. Fastball that came inside, and Reimold put a good cut on it, but did just miss it. And so now the count is even up at 2-2. Bases empty, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. The 2-2 delivery. And Reimold takes a curveball at the knees on the inside corner. Strike 3 called. Reimold disagrees with David Speranza on the call and lets him know about it as he retreats to the first base dugout. And now Reimold and Speranza in a much more heated conversation. Kevin Baez comes down from third to have a couple words with David Speranza as well. So 2 away and the base is empty, and now the lefty swinging Angelo Sanco will head to home plate. So both sides have had a little issue here early. Casey Hobson thought he had danced around the tag of Alex Berg at home plate in the first inning to score, but was ruled out, and Reimold disagreed with the strike 3 call there. Angelo Sanco takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1 from right-hander Eli Villanueva. Sanco has been terrific. He's now tied for the team lead in batting average at .313. He's got 8 home runs and 20 runs batted in on the year. From the wind, the 0-1. And Sanco a ground ball foul up the first baseline past Jack Snodgrass, who is coaching over at first. And the count goes to 0-2. Caleb Gindel, or check that, the second baseman Rico Noel went to go grab it. Noel is joined on the infield by Casey Hobson, who's at first base, Vladimir Frias, the shortstop, and Sean Halton at third base. In the outfield, it's Lastings Millage in left, Darian Sanford in center, Caleb Gindel in right, and behind home plate doing the catching is Anderson De La Rosa. The 0-2 from Villanueva, and he misses outside with a fastball, 1-2. Light's not on yet as the sun continues to set. Oh, they might have just turned on, but really not taking much of an effect now with the sun still shining. Beautiful evening for baseball. Very comfortable outside. Here's the 1-2, and Sanko, a ground ball hit to the right side in between the second baseman and shortstop. It is the shortstop Frias who fields and throws to first in time for the out. And a shutdown inning there for the right-hander Villanueva as he retires the Ducks 1-2-3. After one inning of play here at Bethpage Ballpark, Barnstormers lead the Ducks by a count of 2-0.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit pseglyny.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Second inning coming up here at Bethpage Ballpark as the Ducks trail 2-0 against the Lancaster Barnstormers. Time for the Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. Well, currently the Ducks have gotten pretty much all their injured players back healthy, with a couple little exceptions, but Jack Snodgrass, who had been out, started Game 2 of the doubleheader on Wednesday. Keith Couch, who has been out for about a month, is back. They had both been dealing with arm soreness. Nolan Reimold, who was on the DL with a side injury, we mentioned he is back in the starting lineup for the Ducks. So all great news on that front, as this pitch misses outside for ball 1 to the shortstop and 8-hitter Vladimir Frias. Meanwhile, Rafael Perez remains out on the inactive list as he missed his start in Bridgeport due to a groin injury. There is a strike on the inside corner. 1-1 the count to Frias, hitting .252 on the year with 2 homers and 15 runs batted in. 1-1. Fly ball down the left field line, foul. That'll run the count to 1-2. Tyler Wilson also not available tonight, Kevin Baez said. Just day-to-day, wouldn't really go into specifics, but just day-to-day as he recovers from some aches and pains that are bothering him. Here's a 1-2. Fly ball in the air to center. Delta Cleary Jr. drifts back a couple steps, has it lined up though and makes the head-high catch. Frias retired for the first out here in the second inning. So the good news is the Ducks have gotten some of their injured back, and we'll see how they continue to perform. Obviously, the Ducks did not get the start they wanted from Jack Snodgrass on Wednesday, and Couch off to a slow start to tonight's game. Reimold still looking for his first hit back out of 5 at-bats thus far, but it'll take time. You haven't played in about a month, or a couple of weeks at least. It takes some time to get back into your groove. First pitch here from Keith Couch is on the inside corner for strike 1 to Anderson De La Rosa, who is the catcher and the 9-hitter for the Barnstormers. Sitting .281 on the year, 2 homers, 12 runs batted in. Couch winds and fires, and the 0-1 is swung and foul tipped at home plate. Shook up Alex Berg a little bit. It's 0-2. Also, if you did not see the announcement made by the Ducks today, they have signed and activated catcher Jordan Pacheco. He is mainly a catcher but can play on the infield, mainly at first and third base. He can also play in the outfield, so he's kind of a super utility player for the Ducks, but primarily a catcher. As the 0-2 is lined in a left center field, that ball's going to get down for a base hit. Fielded on one hop by Angelo Sanko. And that'll hold De La Rosa to a single. 5th hit of the game for the Barnstormers. And they've got a 1-out base runner here in the second.
Back to the top of the order for the Barnstormers.
Pacheco spent 6 seasons at the major league level, 2011 to 2014 with the Rockies, parts of 14 and 15 with the Arizona Diamondbacks, and played 31 games a year ago with the Cincinnati Reds. So he's got nearly 400 games of big league experience. has been a pretty good defensive catcher behind the plate. And with the signing and activation of him today, Dominic Blanco, the Ducks' backup catcher, was released. Fly ball down the left field line, foul by Darian Sanford, the leadoff hitter and center fielder, who reached on a base hit and scored in the first inning. And so the count 0-1 on him. So welcome to Long Island, Jordan Pacheco. Got a chance to briefly chat with him earlier today, but he was excited to be here. His first opportunity playing in the Atlantic League. The 0-1 squared at by Sanford. He took low, though. And that'll even things up at 1-1 strike. Mentioned Sanford with the league lead in stolen bases coming into today. 24 steals, and the Barnstormers as a whole, they like to run. They certainly do that a lot. 54 stolen bases on the year, that leads the league. Ripped towards the middle and into center field, a base hit. So far, Sanford with a pair of hits against Keith Couch. Stopping at second is De La Rosa. And Lancaster's offense, which has been very good this season, continuing to hit the ball hard. Back-to-back singles with one out here in the second.
Second baseman, number 25.
And they are threatening to extend this 2-0 lead. Barnstormers come into tonight's action second highest average in the Atlantic League at 286, 3 points below the Bridgeport Bluefish. But Lancaster with 33 home runs. They are second in the league in that category, 4 behind the Sugarland Skeeters. And now Kevin Baez and Dottie Pitchford coming out to the mound to check on Keith Couch, and it looks like Couch might be struggling with an injury again. Again, he had missed almost the past month with arm soreness. Ducks medical staff and Kevin Baez see something, so Couch is going to have to come out of this game, and that is certainly not the sign the Ducks wanted to see. They knew they were going to have to go to their bullpen earlier than normal tonight because Couch was only going to go about 3 or 4 innings. But Couch, who has missed the last almost month with arm soreness, has to come out of the game after just 1 1/3 innings tonight. The Ducks will head to their bullpen early, trailing 2-0. And with the Barnstormers threatening to add to this lead, they've got 2 on and 1 out. So it looks like it might be Tyler Levine or maybe Rob Rogers coming out of the bullpen. Either way, we will have a pitching change here at Bethpage Ballpark with the Ducks trailing by 2. Keith Couch out of the game due to injury.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dennis O'Grady, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
I love it! The color of my new Nicolak patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Pave your way.
Well, Keith Couch's day is done after an inning and 2/3. He exits due to injury. We will try and get an update for you as to his status, but again, he had missed the past almost month due to arm soreness, and after a quick visit from Kevin Byes and Dottie Pitcher, the trainer for the Ducks, he exits the game. So he's allowed 2 runs thus far in an inning and 2/3. He's responsible for the 2 on the base pass. And the first pitch here from Keith Couch misses low to Rico Noel, who is batting in the number 2 spot for the Barnstormers. Normally wears number 24, but he's got number 25 on tonight. And so the count of 1-0 as Tyler Levine comes on to pitch for Long Island. The 1-0 time was called as he delivered the pitch, so that pitch does not count. This is Levine's first action since May 18th. That's against the York Revolution when he threw an inning and a third in relief, allowed 2 runs on 5 hits. So it'll be a 1-0 pitch. Kicks and fires, and Noel takes low and outside. So Levine behind here at 2-0. He is thrust into action here right away. A little bit earlier than I'm sure he and the Ducks were hoping for. As Couch exits after just 1 1/3 inning, tonight. From the stretch, here's the 2-0. Noel swings, it's a fly ball to right. Lantini chasing back, still going back at the track. He looks up, and it's off the base of the wall. Oh, the runner at first was ranging too far, but nobody was covering first base, and so back to first goes Noel. It'll be a long single for Rico Noel, who was racing around the first base bag. Everybody had a hold up to make sure Lantini wasn't going to catch that. So it ends up going down as a long single for Rico Noel. But 3 straight hits for the Barnstormers with 1 out in this second inning. And the bases are now loaded for the right fielder, Caleb Gindel. This is a very good Lancaster lineup, and they are showing it here. 7 hits already through the first inning and 1/3 of this game. So here's the lefty swinging Gindel. First pitch from Levine, and Gindel hits a high drive in the air to right. Lantini going back, still drifting back. At the wall, he'll make the catch. Tagging up from third and coming in to score is De La Rosa. Going to third base is Sanford. It's a sac fly and an RBI to right for Gindel. That makes this a 3-0 game, but the Ducks can take a big breath of relief that that ball did not leave the yard. If that goes out, it's a 6-0 game. So Lantini makes the catch at the warning track. Gindel does get his second RBI of the night. It's his second sac fly of the year. So he's got 27 RBIs now on the season. De La Rosa scores, Sanford a third. Now runners at the corners with 2 outs for Casey Hobson. That run charged to Keith Couch. First pitch from Levine, actually a throw over, and it bounced in the dirt, but a good job by Mark Krause to keep it in front of him and prevent the runner from third coming home. For Tyler Levine, he's pitched in 4 games, 1 start this year. He's 1-0 with a 3.48 ERA. He's a spring training invitee for the Ducks. Did not make the team out of camp, but ended up getting signed early on. First pitch here to Casey Hobson is a fastball just off the outside corner. 1 ball, no strikes. Hobson in his first at bat reached on an error by shortstop Dan Lyons. No RBI was given, but a run scored on the play, as here he pops one up foul back behind the plate. So go well back into the seats. Hobson ended up making it to second base on the base hit by Halton, and then tried to score on the base hit to right by Blake Galen, but was thrown out at home plate on a great throw by Lantini, and a tag by Alex Berg that just beat his hand to the bag. Hobson tried to dance around it, but Berg stayed with him and did apply the tag before he touched home plate. Here's the 1-1 to Hobson. Swings, and it's a fly ball in the air to center. Delta Cleary Jr. barely has to move as he walks to his left to make the catch, and that'll end the inning. So good job by Tyler Levine to come in and avoid much further trouble. Barnstormers end up settling for a run in the inning on 3 hits. No errors and 2 more runners left on base. We have played an inning and a half, and it's the Barnstormers 3, the Ducks nothing.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Delta Cleary Jr. and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Well, fans, there's no better time than right now to sign up the young Ducks fan in your life for the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Ducks Kids Club. Children 14 and under will receive exciting gifts, discounts on merchandise, and unique experiences that only come with being a member. Sign up today by visiting www.liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Michael Pollock here with you at Bethpage Ballpark as we move to the bottom half of the second inning. Ducks in a 3-0 hole. And for the Ducks, they will send their 4, 5, and 6 hitters to the plate against Eli Villanueva. It will be Elmer Reyes, Mark Krause, and Alex Berg. So here is Reyes to bat from the right side. Villanueva kicks and fires, and Reyes takes a fastball at the knees for strike one. Reyes hitting .313 on the year for the Ducks. Homerless thus far, but has driven in 13 runs. The 0-1. That is on the inside corner, belt tie for a strike. I think Reyes thought it was too high. Well, the count goes to 0-2. Villanueva works quickly on the mound. He gets back in. He's one of the faster Barnstormer pitchers. They have a few others on their staff, according to broadcaster Dave Collins, that typically works slow. And Reyes was taking his time getting set back into the batter's box, trying to get his groove. Villanueva ready. And the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive up the middle, off the hand of Villanueva. He recovers. The ball deflects to the second baseman, who then throws to first for the out. So that will go down as a 1-4-3 putout. One away, and we will see if the trainer for the Barnstormers needs to check on Villanueva. Jared Binner, the trainer, is of the dugout on the top step, and now he's going to head out to the mound to check on him. Ross Peoples does not come out there, but the third baseman, Sean Halton, comes in a look. Looked like that ball caught him flush on that right hand. That's his throwing hand, maybe on the outside of it. But it looks as though he is going to stay into the game, and so rather than seeing both starters being unable to make it through the second inning, although of course we have to wait and see, for the moment Villanueva is going to be able to stay in the game. And it's so tough. You always tell pitchers, hey, if you see a ball coming back to you, whether it's on the ground or a line drive, don't touch it with your bare hand. Either get it with the glove or let the infielders take it. But it's a natural reaction. You see a ball coming back to you, you naturally are going to try and knock it down and get the out. It's tough when you see that happen, but fortunately for Villanueva, it seems like he is okay, and the ball barely grazed his hand. And in fact, it helped, because if he doesn't touch that, the ball's probably into center field. But he slowed it down enough where he was able to deflect it to Rico Noel, and they were able to get the out at first. So one away, here's Mark Krause. And he takes the fastball outside for ball one. Krause, the 5-hitter and first baseman, hitting .271. 2 home runs, 19 RBIs on the season for the lefty swinger. 1-0. There's a strike on the outside corner, just caught a piece of the black. And that'll leave the count at 1-1. Mentioned this before for Villanueva. This is start number 6 on the season for him. 3-1 record and a 2.39 ERA. Here's the 1-1. Krause swings and a ground ball foul to the first base side past Dennis O'Grady, the first base coach this inning. And so the count goes to 1-2. Villanueva, born in Miami, Florida, but now makes his home in Houston, Texas. He is 30 years old and originally a 27th round draft pick by the Florida Marlins in the 2008 draft. That was before they became the Miami Marlins after playing collegiately at Florida State University. 1-2 the count on Kraus, who now asks for time as Villanueva was going through the signs with Anderson De La Rosa. Kraus will dig back into the batter's box. Defense slightly shifted to the right side here. The shortstop shaded towards the middle. And here comes the 1-2 from Villanueva. Kraus takes a breaking ball. That's off the outside corner. We'll even things up at 2-2. Wind has been blowing out to right field for the most part in this game. Before, it was blowing towards that foul pole. Sometimes it goes to the foul pole. Sometimes it goes straight out. 2-2. High and outside. Villanueva missed with the fastball. That'll run the count full. Alex Berg will be next. And then if it gets to him, Cody Puckett. 3-2 the count. Villanueva looks in, shakes off the sign. Now he's ready. Payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball to second. Couple hops for Rico Noel, who fields and lobs one over to first for the out. 2 ground outs to start off this second inning. And Villanueva has retired the first 5 Ducks batters in a row.
Back in the 6th position for Long Island, the catcher number 23, Alex Berg. Number 23.
So with 2 down, here is Alex Berg, the catcher and 6-hitter. I'm sure we'll see Alex Berg playing not only behind the plate, but in the field as well. Coming up, he's a guy who can play different positions aside from catcher as well. He fouls the first pitch straight back. And the count 0-1. Kevin Baez has said he would like to rotate guys defensively, give some guys off when they've been playing for a while. Get Pacheco in not only behind the plate, and same thing for Berg, but out in the field as well. Show their utility and their versatility on the field. Berg has 5 home runs on the year, 15 runs batted in. And he has been producing pretty well at the plate. He's also handled the pitching staff very well behind the plate. The Ducks came into the day with the league-leading ERA. There's the 0-1. Berg swings. It's a high fly ball in the air to right center. It's hit pretty well. Back goes the right fielder, Gindel. And in front of the warning track and right, he'll make the catch for the final out of the inning. So Alex Berg gave it a ride the opposite way, but it stays in the ballpark. Ducks go down in order for the second straight inning. Let's head to the third here at Bethpage Ballpark. 3-0 in favor of the Barnstormers.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Puckett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
On to the top of the third inning with the Ducks trailing 3-0. New York Sports Day is one of the largest independent New York sports news sources out there for coverage of the Long Island Ducks. The Mets, Yankees, Major and Minor League Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer. Visit www.nysportsday.com. New York Sports Day, your independent Gotham sports news source. Third inning coming up. Tyler Levine will stay into the game. We did get a report that Keith Couch is dealing with elbow tightness, So I mentioned it was arm soreness that was keeping him out for a month. Very similar issue that he is suffering from right now that forces him out of the game after just 1 1/3 innings. We'll give you his final line momentarily as the first pitch is in for a strike to Sean Halton, the 5-hitter and third baseman who is the Pizza Hut K-Man tonight. So if Levine strikes him out, then fans here tonight will get a free personal one-topping pizza from participating Pizza Hut locations. Pitch misses downstairs for a ball. That'll even up the count at 1-1 on Halton, who singled in the first inning to left field. Has been struggling of late, though. The average down at 233 coming into this game. 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed. A big hack, but he cuts right through it in the count 1-2. Coming into tonight, Halton hitting just 162 in his last 10 games, 6 for 37, and 188 in his last 5. So Levine trying to get strike 3 here to give the fans some free personal pizzas. Here's the 1-2, and Halton grounds this one to third in the hole, diving off the glove of Puckett, and it trickles into left field. Well, Puckett was ranging to his left, Lyons going to his right, and Puckett tried to make the diving play, and it goes off his glove. It'll be a base hit, the 8th hit of the game for the Barnstormers. The leadoff man is on here in the third inning.
Blake Galen, number 2.
Second hit of the day already for Sean Halton. Started to give you Tyler Levine's numbers last inning. I mentioned this is his 5th appearance of the year. Has 1 start in there, 4 runs on 10 hits in 10 1/3 innings for Levine. He's walked 3 and struck out 8. He had that unbelievable start in York earlier this month as the first pitch misses low for ball 1 to Blake Galen. In that start, he went 7 innings to help the Ducks to a victory over the Revolution in the final game of that series to sweep the Twin Bill and sweep the 4-game set. Here Levine misses, though, down low with another breaking ball to Galen. It's 2-0. Galen a base hit to right his first time up. Nearly brought in Casey Hobson for an RBI, but Hobson was thrown out at home plate on a great throw by Phelan Lentini and a great tag by Alex Berg at the plate. 2-0. Galen takes down and in. And Levine behind at 3 balls and no strikes. Not an easy Barnstormer lineup to navigate through with the bats that they have in there. Many returners. Galen, one of them. Some new faces as well that provide the speed. A 3-0, and Galen takes way and in. So 4 straight way out of the strike zone by Tyler Levine. First walk of the game drawn by the Barnstormers. And they've got the first 2 men on here in the third inning.
Left fielder number 5, Lastings Village, number 5.
Coming in, the Barnstormers as a team, 179 runs scored. That is tops in the Atlantic League. 6 more than the Skeeters, who have scored 171. And again, the Skeeters 1 game behind them in the Freedom Division standings. But Lancaster 4 losses in a row coming in. They had a tough series in Southern Maryland, who closed the gap in the division. They come into today just 2 games back of Lancaster. First pitch here is a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1 to Lastings Millage, who came up in the first with 2 outs and popped out foul to Cody Puckett. Millage, as we mentioned, hitting 293 on the year coming in, now down to 290 for the former New York Met. 0-1 runners go. Pitch is smacked on the ground at third. Cody Puckett picks it up, reaches for third, and tags out the runner at third base. He threw across the diamond, not in time, but it'll go down as a 5 unassisted fielder's choice and a great play by Cody Puckett. With the runners going, that was the kind of do-or-die play for Puckett. If he doesn't make that tag of third base, everybody is safe, but he does get his glove on third base just in time. So Millage reaches on a 5 unassisted fielder's choice. Out at third is Sean Halton, and a second goes Blake Galen. So Ross Peoples, the manager of the Barnstormers, putting the hit and run on early, and it nearly works to perfection. So now first and second with 1 out. And up to the plate steps Vladimir Frias, who swings and misses at a breaking ball down in the dirt for strike 1. He was the first batter of the second inning that Keith Couch faced, the last batter that Couch retired, as he got Frias to fly out to center field. Barnstormers last played on Wednesday a 2-0 shutout loss to the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs down at Regency Furniture Stadium. Runner dancing off of second. Levine turns, throws back to second. It goes off the glove of Dan Lyons, but fortunately for the Ducks, it does not go too far away, and Boy, Dan Lyons had a little bit of trouble stop today, whether it was throwing or catching the ball. Seems to be a little bit off there at shortstop right now. So Levine will look back in a home plate with a count of 0-1. And Galen the runner at second and Millage at first. Both have 6 steals on the year in 7 attempts. Here, a line drive up the middle and the center. There's a base hit. Galen at third base. He will round third and score easily. Throw going into third. And in there safely is Millage. It's a base hit and an RBI for Vladimir Frias. And it's now a 4-0 lead for the Barnstormers. 9 hits already for the Barnstormers. Give Frias RBI number 16 on the year. Galen scores for the 21st time this season.
Batting for the Barnstormers, catcher number 32, Anderson De La Rosa, number 32.
That'll bring Anderson De La Rosa to the plate. The catcher and 9-hitter for the Barnstormers. So first and third with 1 out now. A run in against Tyler Levine. And here is De La Rosa from the right side. Levine gets the sign and comes set. His first pitch. And that taken a little bit inside for ball 1. De La Rosa base hit to left field in the second inning with 1 out. Later scored on the sac fly from Caleb Gindel. The crowd has been quieted here at Bethpage Ballpark in the early going. Here is the 1-0 from Tyler Levine. That misses inside on another fastball. The right-hander behind 2-0. By the way, the final line on Keith Couch today, 1 1/3 innings. He allows 6 hits and 3 runs, all earned. Did not walk or strike out a batter. Had 1 balk. Didn't throw it, but had 1 balk. And threw 29 pitches, 19 for strikes before leaving with elbow tightness. 2-0. There's a fastball strike on the inside corner from Levine, and the count goes to 2-1. So the Barnstormers flexing their muscle here in the early going, and the Ducks will have to try and find a way to quiet this lineup and give the offense a chance to come back. 2-1 delivery. Swinging a little tap route in front of home plate. Levine picks it up. He's going to get the out at first. Takes the short play. So retired on the 1-3 putout is De La Rosa. Down to second base
Back to the top of the
goes
order for the
Frias. With 2 away, that will leave it up to Darian Sanford. In that situation, I think it's the right play. Ducks are looking for outs at this point. And Levine, rather than risking a throw to second base and seeing a runner from third try and break to the plate, Millage took the short out at first. And now he will face Sanford, who is off to a good start tonight. 2 singles and a run scored in his 2 at-bats. Already coming to the plate for the 3rd time in this game. First pitch on the way. Sanford squares to bunt and ends up pulling back and taking a little bit high and outside for ball 1. Both of Sanford's hits up the middle. Scored in the first, was stranded at third in the second. Sanford's last time out, he was 1 for 4 in the game against the Blue Crabs in that 2-0 loss. Levine set his 1-0. Sanford a ground ball back to the mound. Levine right there to field. He throws to Krause at first. And again, Levine escapes further trouble, only allowing the 1 run. So in the 3rd inning for the Barnstormers, they pick up their 4th run of the day. 2 hits and a walk in the inning. No errors and a couple of runners left in scoring position. Barnstormers have left 6 on base. 2.5 complete, 4-0 Barnstormers in front.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Phelant Lantini, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolat patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Well, when Darian Sanford grounded back out to the mound to end the top of the third inning, that was the 15th out of tonight's ball game. Did you know that a 15-minute phone call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com. So Tyler Levine gets into some trouble in that third inning, but he does find a way to escape any further trouble and only surrenders that one run. So we go to the bottom of the third, and it'll be the bottom three in the order for the Ducks as Villanueva has retired the first 6 Ducks batters that have come to the plate. So here is Cody Puckett to begin this third inning. Puckett comes in as the third baseman and 7-hitter for Long Island. First pitch, and Puckett will take low and outside, ball 1. Ducks third baseman hitting .225 on the year for Long Island, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. Defense straight away as the 1-0 pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. Villanueva did not pitch last year professionally. He was going to pitch in Taiwan during the year, but he was injured during spring training. Misses low this time, and the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Last time he did pitch was in 2015. And the Baltimore Orioles organization made 17 starts for AA Bowie and 11 starts for AAA Norfolk. 2-1. Fastball at the knees for a called strike, right at the bottom of the strike zone. A good pitch there from Villanueva, who's hitting his spots here in the early going. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Right-hander winds and fires, and the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cody Puckett chased down in the zone. Second strikeout of the day for Villanueva. And there's 1 out here in the bottom of the third.
Batting in the 8th position, goes level fielder number 5, Delta Cleary Jr., number 5.
So here is Delta Cleary Jr., the center fielder, to the plate. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the right-hander. Villanueva winds and his first offering. That is taken on the inside corner, a fastball for strike 1. .228 average for Delta Cleary Jr., 1 home run and has driven in 11. He has scored 15 runs as well. Takes a fastball this time off the outside corner to even things up at 1-1. From the wind, here's the kick and the offering. Misses outside again from Villanueva, 2-1 the count. Most of Villanueva's career was spent in the Marlins organization after getting drafted from 2008 to 2013, then joined the Orioles organization, I should say, in 2015, after spending 2014 with AAA New Orleans. Here, a line drive down the left field line. There's a base hit for Delta Cleary Jr. He rounds first, heading for second. The throw in from Lastings Millage is not going to be in time. He thought about throwing in a second and then lobbed it in. So a double the opposite way for Delta Cleary Jr. And there's the first base runner of the night for Long Island.
Hitting the 9th position, Long Island Ducks shortstop, number 12, Dan Lyons.
As I was saying, 7 years in the Marlins organization and then 1 in the Orioles organization for Eli Villanueva. So 1 on, 1 out, and the Ducks trying to put a dent into this 4-0 deficit they currently face. Here is the righty swinging Dan Lyons to the plate. First pitch on the way, and Lyons takes a fastball inside 1-0. Lyons, the shortstop and 9-hitter at .221 on the season, no home runs and 5 runs batted in. Cleary Jr. with excellent speed at second, so a base hit should bring him in. Now the 1-0. Lyons takes a fastball below the knees. Now he's in the driver's seat with a good hitter's count at 2 balls and no strikes. Again, you don't need all 4 runs at once, but we saw the Ducks' ability to come back in Game 2 of the doubleheader on Wednesday after falling behind 5-0 early. 2-0, swinging a little tapper foul. Lions a bit late on the fastball from Villanueva, got a little piece of it, 2-1. Phelan Lentini will be next for Long Island. Clary Jr. takes his lead at second. Rico Noel starting to creep in, the second baseman for the Barnstormers. Villanueva is ready. Kicks and fires, and line swings. It's a line drive in the air to center. Right there to make the catch is Darian Sanford, so Cleary Jr. will have to remain at second base as Lyons is retired for the second out. Lyons hit the ball fairly hard there, but ball hung up enough for Sanford to make the catch. 2 away, and that'll leave it up to Lentini.
With the right fielder, number 24. Lentini, number 24.
So here is Lentini from the right side, a fly out to right, leading off the bottom of the first inning in his first at-bat of the evening. Villanueva from the stretch, looks to second, and now deals to the plate. Lentini a half swing at a ball down low. They appeal to first. And Anthony Inzero, the first base umpire, says he did not go around. As we mentioned before, David Speranza behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Anthony Inzero, the first base umpire. And Mike Williams is over at third base to make up the three-man umpiring crew. 1-0 from Villanueva. Kicks and delivers, and Lentini a half swing again, but this misses down low, not an appeal this time. And it's 2 balls and no strikes on the Ducks right fielder. Lentini did not play in the second game on Wednesday. He was 0 for 3 in Game 1 of the doubleheader up in Bridgeport, Connecticut. 2-0 pitch, and Lentini smacks one into left field. That ball is going to get down in front of Millage, a base hit. Cleary Jr. is going to have to stop at third. Throw cut off by Sean Halton, who had a range towards second base on it. So a base hit for Phelan Lentini, but hit much too hard for Cleary Jr. to have a chance and score on that play. So instead it is runners at first and third with 2 out.
Nolan Reimold, number 20.
And up to the plate will step the designated hitter, Nolan Reimold. So Lentini now 1 for 2 as he picks up the base hit. And now Reimold, who struck out looking on a call he did not agree with the first time up, comes back to the plate with a chance to drive in at least 1 run. And at most 3. Ducks now with 2 hits in the ball game, both in this inning. Villanueva gets the sign from De La Rosa. First pitch of the at-bat, and Reimold takes a fastball outside and maybe a little bit low. So the count goes to 1-0. Reimold went 0 for 4 in Game 2 of the doubleheader, had a pair of strikeouts. And the Ducks 7-5 win his first game back since May the 8th when he left the game due to the injury to his side. 1-0. Breaking ball misses high and inside. Lentini was dancing far off of first, so De La Rosa faked a throwback there. And a good hitter's count now for the former Oriole. 2 balls and no strikes. These two were teammates, Villanueva and Reimold, in 2015. Villanueva was in Bowie and Norfolk. Reimold also in the Orioles system that year. One time in the major leagues and at AAA. 2-0 delivery. Runner from first goes. That's Lentini. Pitch is taken inside. The throw to second, not in time. So a stolen base for Phelan Lentini. It's his 20th steal of the season. They put a strike on the scoreboard. I thought that was a ball inside, but I guess they called a strike on it. So it is 2-1. Now a base hit could make this a 2-run ball game. Kicking the pitch. And there's a breaking ball on the outside corner for a called strike to even things up at 2-2. So good job by Villanueva to battle back after falling behind in the count. Right-hander looks in for the sign at home plate. He's got the pitch he likes. And the 2-2 pitch on the way to Nolan Reimold. Kicks and fires, and Reimold will take down in the dirt. Excellent block at home plate by the catcher De La Rosa. So that will run the count full at 3-2. Runners will not go on the pitch since it is not a force, of course. So it'll be a 3-ball, 2-strike pitch with 2 outs. Second and third, Cleary Jr. at third, Lentini at second. Here's the payoff pitch from Villanueva, and Reimold takes a fastball just outside. Villanueva thought he had strike 3, but just missed the corner. So there is the first walk drawn by a Ducks batter in this game. And that walk brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor, just walk in. Now, the Ducks certainly wanted to get Reimold on the base pass and bring Angelo Sanko up to the plate, one of the hottest hitters on this Ducks team. So Sanko will come to the plate. This is actually going to be the first time that he is batting this year with the bases loaded. Ducks have struggled in these situations this year, hitting just 118 with the bases loaded in 17 at bats. They have driven in 10 runs, but hitting just 118. Pitching coach Scott Patterson goes out to the mound to have a quick chat with Villanueva, and now he lets David Speranza know his feelings on that ball 4 call that he thought was strike 3. And Patterson very vocal about his displeasure as he walks toward the dugout. So all of a sudden now for the Ducks, they've got the bases loaded on a double, a single, and a walk here in the 3rd inning. And the tying run going to come to the plate in the form of Angelo Sanko. And Sanko, the team leader in home runs this year with 8 of them. The Ducks would certainly love a grand slam, but they will take any sort of hit to keep this inning alive. First pitch to Sanko, and he swings and smacks one on the ground, just foul along the first base line. Good hard ground ball off the bat of Sanko, but just indeed missed. So the count 0-1 on Sanko, who had a great day in the doubleheader. He had 5 hits and 6 at-bats for Long Island in the 2 games of the Twin Bill. Bounced to short his first time up. Runners lead from every base. Cleary Jr. at third, Lentini at second, and Reimold at first. Here is the 0-1. Kicking the pitch on the way. Sanko takes a fastball outside. And Villanueva misses. He hasn't been missing by much. But that one just off the corner, and that'll even things up at 1-1. Right-hander gets the sign. The delivery to the plate. Sanko lifts a fly ball in the air, foul to the third base side, out of play. And the count goes to 1-2. This, of course, Sanko's first outing against the Barnstormers. He was never in the Atlantic League before this year. 6 for 10 in the series in Bridgeport. And definitely was the brightest of Ducks batters during that series with the way that he swung it. 1-2 delivery now. Villanueva fires, and Sanko a swing and a miss at a high fastball for strike 3. Slams the bat and the helmet down in disgust. The Ducks with an opportunity to close this deficit are unable to do so. So for the Ducks, no runs, 2 hits, a walk, and they leave the bases loaded. To the 4th inning we go, where the Barnstormers still in front by 4.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elmer Reyes, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. MV Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time. Beautiful evening for baseball. Big action every time. He reaches up. It's gone! Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Michael Pollock with you as we head to the fourth inning at Bethpage Ballpark. First of 4 between these two teams over these 3 days here on Memorial Day weekend. Teams will play a day-night doubleheader tomorrow, 1:05 and 6:35 the start times for the Twin Bill. And then a 1:35 start on Sunday afternoon before enjoying an off day on Memorial Day. It'll be Rico Noel to start things off, the former Yankee for the Barnstormers, and the first pitch misses downstairs for ball 1 from Tyler Levine, who will stay in, the East Meadow native for Long Island, pitching his second full inning after coming in with 1 out in the third. 1-0 from Levine, and Noel swings it to a little tap around in front of home plate. The catcher Alex Berg will pick it up, throw to first in time. Nice play by Alex Berg. Not easy with the speed that Rico Noel has. That was a big reason why he made it up to the big leagues with the Yankees. But Berg makes the play for the first out. All right, it's time for our fourth inning trivia question where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole.
Number 15, Caleb Kindle. Number 15.
Eli Villanueva literally had a cup of coffee in the major leagues. He made 1 start in his big league career. That was in 2011. With the Florida Marlins pitched at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia against the Phillies. First pitch here is a breaking ball taken outside for ball 1 by Caleb Gindel. He took the loss in that game as he allowed 8 runs on 5 hits and 5 walks in 3 innings and struck out 2. He gave up 1 home run in the game as Gindel fouls 1 off. And that evens the count at 1-1. The question, which Philadelphia Phillies batter took Eli Villanueva deep and Villanueva's only major league outing? Again, it came on June the 15th of the 2011 season, 1 day prior to the 23rd birthday of yours truly. 1-1 is a breaking ball taken downstairs. 2 balls and a strike on Gindel, who has driven in runs in each of his 2 plate appearances tonight. An RBI fielder's choice in the first and a sac fly to right in the second. He'd have to go deep to drive in a run this time with the bases empty. 2-1. And there's a fastball strike on the outside corner to even the count at 2-2. Gindel was 2 for 4 for the Barnstormers in their shutout loss on Wednesday. Picked up his 5th and 6th double of the year in that game. And now Levine's 2-2. Line drive in a right field. Lantini racing in, and he'll make the catch head high as he squatted down to grab it. So Levine has retired back-to-back hitters in the 4th. And now 4 straight. 2 down here in the 4th inning, and that will leave it up to the first baseman, Casey Hobson.
Casey Hobson, number 18.
Well, Casey Hobson got to play last year with the Barnstormers with his father, Butch Hobson, as the manager. Butch has gone on to now manage with the Kane County Cougars and the Diamondbacks organization, but Casey remained. He had a great year last year in his Atlantic League debut. Takes low this time for ball 1. Hobson hit .320 in 98 games for the Barnstormers, 24 home runs, 65 RBIs. Joined the Barnstormers June 3rd after he was released by the Toronto Blue Jays. A 1-1. High drive in the air to right. Back goes Lantini towards the pole, looking up, and that is a foul ball. Hobson hit that ball a long way down the right field line, but kept curling towards the pole with the wind blowing right to it. And so the count is 1-1. 6 times last year, Hobson homered in back-to-back games. And boy, did he play very well for the Stormers. The 1-1, and that is taken low. 2 balls and 1 strike. If you've never been to Lancaster, lefty hitters specifically, if they've got some power, will have a feast there. The wall in right is just 300 feet away from home plate. It's a little bit of an elevated wall, but not as high as the arch nemesis in Lancaster in the left. That fastball misses a little bit high and inside. Now 3-1 on Hobson. But a lot of times you will see fly balls to right that will clear the wall. You'll see line drives that clear the wall. That would be fly outs or doubles in almost every other park, but in Lancaster they end up being home runs. 3-1. A half swing at a ball down in dirt. They appeal the third. Mike Williams says he did not go. So that is the first, or check that second walk drawn by a Barnstormer batter in this game. Last inning, Blake Galen drew the free pass. So a 2-out base runner for the Stormers.
Third baseman number 19, Sean Halton.
And that'll bring the third baseman, Sean Halton, to the plate, who has singled twice in 2 at-bats tonight. Halton is a returner to this Barnstormer squad as well, and he posted big power numbers last year. First pitch on the way, and Halton takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Halton on Sunday was 0 for 3 in the game, did draw a walk for the Barnstormers. 0-1 pitch, that's popped in the air down the right field line, so go fouling out of play, so Levine quickly gets ahead at 0-2. Halton had 22 home runs last year for the Barnstormers, check that. 22 home runs to be with the Barnstormers. I had that right. 2 to begin the season with Reynosa in the Mexican League, and then was 22 homers, 71 RBIs in 106 games, hitting .290 for Lancaster. The 0-2. It's hit on the ground, back up the middle, a base hit. So Sean Halton, who came into this game struggling mightily in his last 10, is now 3 for 3 with a trio of singles. And Lancaster now set up with runners at first and second, and 2 down here in the fourth.
Number 2, Blake Galen. Number 2.
Well, we saw the Ducks certainly have the ability to come back in games. We saw that on Wednesday when they came back from 5-0 down, but with the way Eli Villanueva has been pitching thus far, you don't want to fall too far behind. The Barnstormers have scored in every inning thus far. So now the lefty swinging Blake Galen comes to the plate with 2 on and 2 out. First pitch from Levine, and Galen hits a ground ball foul up the first baseline on a curve. Galen went 1 for 4 for the Barnstormers on Wednesday, and that 2-0 loss. That's Southern Maryland certainly no longer the struggling team that they were a year ago, and have been in recent years outside of 2015 when they won the Freedom Division title. The 0-1, Galen takes a breaking ball down and in, evens up the count at 1-1. Blue Crabs have been pesky, and they've shown that against the Ducks thus far this year. From the stretch, here comes a 1-1 from Levine to Galen. Right-hander kicks and fires, and Galen takes a breaking ball on the outside corner at the knees for strike 2. Good pitch from Tyler Levine. This is his first action against the Barnstormers. We mentioned that start in York, 7 innings, a 4-hit, 2-run ball for Levine. Walked 1, struck out 5 as the Ducks won the game 8-5 to complete a sweep of the Revolution in York, Pennsylvania, something they had never done. 1-2, foul ball, third base side. They hadn't done it in a 4-game series ever. In fact, Ducks was only their 5th 4-game series sweep all time on the road. So a 1-2 count here on Galen as Levine tries to record the final out of this 4th inning and keep Lancaster off the scoreboard. 1-2, Galen a line drive and a left, there's a base hit. Sonko recovers, fires in, stopping at third base is going to be Hobson. So 3 straight have now reached for the Barnstormers with 2 down in the 4th, a walk and 2 singles. And the base is now loaded for Lasting's Millage. It's now 11 hits in the game for Lancaster. Halton goes from first to second on the base hit by Galen, who's now got 2 singles and a walk in this game. Hobson goes from second to third. And here is Lasting's Millage. Levine has thrown 45 pitches to this point, 26 of them for strikes. We'll see how much longer he can go. I think Kevin Byers would like to get him at least through this inning before possibly turning it over to anybody else in the bullpen. Well, with 2 games tomorrow and another on Sunday, yesterday's off day because of the rainout might have been a blessing in disguise. First pitch, it's popped up. Behind the plate, Alexberg gives it a look, but this will go back into the crowd. Ball went up onto the roof, and now it comes back down below in front of our booth. Race for the baseball, and a youngster in front of us gets it. So the count 0-1 on Millage, who is 0 for 2. He has popped out foul to third and reached on a 5 unassisted fielder's choice. Bases loaded with Barnstormers. Hobson at third, Halton at second, and Galen at first. Levine comes set and an 0-1. Kicks and deals. Millage swings and lines one down the left field line, deep but foul. Off the tent of the party deck at Beer Garden down the left field line. So Levine quickly gets ahead of Lasting's Millage, 0-2. Millage did not play in that game on Wednesday down in Southern Maryland. Can Levine escape this jam in the fourth unharmed? Right-hander is ready, and the 0-2 delivery. Breaking ball, just getting a piece of it was Millage as he fights it off foul. Ducks have yet to strike out a Barnstormer in this game. Through the first 3 2/3 innings. From the stretches, Levine, he kicks and fires, and Millage fouls one off this time to the first base side, a high fastball. Barnstormers came into the game with 217 strikeouts on the season, the third fewest in the Atlantic League. Somerset Patriots with 193, the fewest, and Bridgeport with 196, the second fewest. Ducks middle of the pack at 230. In fact, that actually puts them fourth fewest in the Atlantic League. Here is the 0-2 once again, and Millage swings as a comebacker towards the middle, goes off of Levine. Lyons picks it up and steps on second for the fourth. So Levine got enough of it to slow it down and went right to Lyons, who was able to get it and step on second for the force out. The Barnstormers held off the scoreboard for the first time in this game. So in the inning for Lancaster, no runs, 2 hits, a walk, and the bases left loaded. They have left 9 men on base through the first 4 innings. To the bottom half of the fourth we go. It is the Barnstormers 4 and the Ducks nothing.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Nolan Reimold, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. Nothing Barnstormers. As we go to the bottom half of the fourth inning, it is time for the answer to our fourth inning trivia, where we tested your knowledge of the Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. Today's question revolved around Lancaster starter Eli Villanueva. Made his only major league appearance June 15, 2011. Started for the Florida Marlins against the Philadelphia Phillies. 8-1 loss at Citizens Bank Park. He took the loss, allowing 8 runs on 5 hits and 5 walks in 3 innings, and gave up 1 home run in the game. We wanted to know which Phillies batter hit the home run off of him. The answer coming up after this first pitch to Elmer Reyes, which is taken at the knees for a strike on a curveball. Jimmy Rollins, a third inning 3-run home run to right field with 2 outs in the inning. And the Phillies went on to rough up Villanueva in that game as Reyes hits a fly ball near to right, hit pretty well. Back goes the right fielder Gindel. Warning track, gets over his head and off the wall. Reyes around first base, and he will head to second standing up with a leadoff double. Second double of the ball game for the Ducks. The first for Reyes. It is his 7th of the year. And again, the Ducks want to start cutting into this 4-run deficit. That's a good start as they pick up their 3rd hit of the ball game. Opposing Villanueva in that start was Kyle Kendrick, who threw 7 innings of 1-run ball. Former Duck J.C. Romero, who at that time had yet to become a Duck, but he did play with Long Island a couple seasons ago, threw a scoreless inning in relief. Always fun to see the Atlantic League connections to previous games. Wilson Valdez was the 3rd baseman for Philadelphia that day, went on to play for the York Revolution, as Mark Krause takes a breaking ball at the knees for a strike. And the count 0-1. Kraus in his first at bat, grounded to second base. And here he takes inside to even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Kraus in game 2 of the doubleheader on Wednesday did pretty well. 2 for 4 in the game, picked up his 5th double of the year, drove in 3 runs, and scored a run as well. Reyes leads at second, the 1-1. Kraus swings, it's a drive in the air, deep but foul down the left field line. Got a good swing on it, but a hair late, and it's 1-2. Kraus went 0 for 3 in the first game of the Twin Bill. Now finds himself behind at 1-2 against Villanueva. Reyes continues to take his lead at second base. And the 1-2 delivery. Down in, good block at home plate by De La Rosa. And that will even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mentioned the new addition to the Ducks today, Jordan Pacheco, former Major League catcher. Likely you will see him and Alex Berg split the 2 games tomorrow. I have to think Pacheco probably catches the day game and then Berg at night, since he is playing tonight, Alex Berg, as Kraus takes outside for ball 3. Usually day game after a night game, you'll see the team switch the catcher. So again, expect, but don't guarantee. Pacheco in the day game, Berg in the night game, and then you might see Pacheco again on Sunday to close out this series. But we'll leave that up to manager Kevin Baez to make those choices. Payoff pitch upcoming here to Mark Kraus, and he will swing and rip one foul down the first base line. Right behind John Brownell, who is coaching over at first base. He will start the series finale on Sunday. Doubleheader tomorrow, we'll see Dennis O'Grady start game 1 before Tim Melville takes them out in game 2. They have both been pitching well of late, as has Brownell. So the Ducks will be going with 3 of their top starters in the final 3 games of this series. Barnstormers going with their best here in game 1. Another payoff pitch to Kraus. And he will swing and line one down the right field line. There's a base hit from Mark Kraus. It will head into the corner. Around third is Reyes. He will come in to score. Kraus on his way to second. Back-to-back doubles for the Ducks to begin the 4th. And they close to within 4-1. So for Mark Kraus, he picks up his 20th run batted in of the season. Double number 6 on the year. And a good start for the Ducks to this 4th inning. Back-to-back 2 base hits. They've now got 3 doubles in the game. And they are on the scoreboard against Villanueva. So that is going to bring the catcher Alex Berg to the plate from the right side. Villanueva gets the sign as Kraus leads from second. First pitch on the way. And Berg will take a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Alex Berg a fly out to deep right field his first time up. Hit one deep to the right center field gap, but Gindel was able to track it down in front of the warning track for the final out of the 2nd inning. 0-1. Berg a swing, a half swing, but he did go around at a high fastball. Started to go and then tried to stop, but it was too late. Berg went 0 for 2 with a walk. Played game 1 of the doubleheader on Wednesday before Dominic Blanco started game 2. Berg was 1 for 6 in the series with a double, a run scored, and a walk. But has reached base safely in 8 straight coming into tonight's game. Kraus leads from second, and the 0-2 is taken low and outside. Good eye on the curveball from Villanueva. Barnstormer right-hander to this point has thrown 62 pitches, 38 of them for strikes. Retired the first 7 he faced before running into some trouble in the 3rd. Got out of a bases-loaded jam by striking out Angelo Sanco. But he's allowed back-to-back doubles to begin the 4th. And now the 1-2 to Alex Berg is swung and grounded to the left side. Backhanded by the shortstop Frias. His first in time. Kraus has to stay put at second base. And there is out number 1. Kraus did not want to go for third on that. And he would have been the proverbial dead duck if he tried to. With the ground ball in front of you, you're always taught never to run on that ground ball in front of you. And Kraus had to stay put at second base as Frias made the play. So 1 away, and here is Cody Puckett, a strikeout victim his first time up last inning. Villanueva gets the sign and comes set. And his first pitch to Cody Puckett. Swung and a crush deep down the left field line. Heading back into the corner is Millage. He looks up, and you can forget it. It's a 2-run home run down the left field line for Cody Puckett. His 3rd home run of the season, and the Ducks are within 1. It's a 4-3 game here in the 4th inning. Just stayed fair right inside that left field foul pole for Cody Puckett. The high five for Mark Krause. Cody Puckett with home run number 3, RBIs 10 and 11, and it is a 4-3 ball game here on Long Island. Good swing for Cody Puckett, and that has to feel good. He went 1 for 7 in the series against Bridgeport, has been scuffling a little bit at the plate, but he got all of that pitch from Eli Villanueva. First pitch here to Delta Cleary Jr., and that is taken low. So after going hitless in the first 2 1/3 innings, the Ducks now have 5 hits over the past inning and a third. The 1-0, Cleary Jr., a foul ball, third base side that's out of play. And the count 1-1. By the way, that home run for Cody Puckett was Long Island's 25th home run of the season, so they are a quarter of the way to meeting the Chappies home run challenge. 1-1, Cleary Jr. takes inside and a little low, and the count goes to 2-1. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, they will have met the Chappies home run challenge, and Chappies Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. 2-1, Cleary Jr. taking downstairs. 3 of the first 4 have reached, and another out of the zone would make it 4 of 5. Cleary Jr. a double down the left field line, his first time up in the 3rd. As Cody Puckett's first home run since May 5th. When he hit one here against Southern Maryland, the 3-1, that's popped up in the air to left, shallow. Moving in is Lasting's Millage. And Millage will make the catch in shallow left to retire Cleary Jr. for the 2nd out of this 4th inning. It is also Long Island's first home run since Sunday when they hit 2 in their 8-1 win against the Patriots. So it ends a 3-game homerless drought for Long Island. And Cody Puckett goes deep for the first time in almost 3 weeks. So 2 away. Actually, it's exactly 3 weeks now that I think about it. It was May the 7th, or May the 5th, excuse me, which was a Friday. Now it's May 26th. So that is exactly 21 days, which if 7 days are in a week, that is 3 weeks. So 3 weeks without a home run, but Puckett hits one here. Now Dan Lyons to the plate with 2 down and the base is empty. First pitch to the Duck shortstop is taken low and outside for ball 1. So a 3-run 4th inning has made this a 1-run ball game, and the Barnstormers, who do still lead, have to be kicking themselves as they missed out on really putting this game away early. 9 men left on base through the first 4 as Lyons chases way down in the strike zone for strike 1. He flied to center his first time up back in the 3rd inning. And Lyons went just 1 for 10 in the series in Bridgeport with a double. With 259 against the Barnstormers last season, 14 hits and 54 at-bats. The 1-1, swing and a miss out in front of a breaking ball. So Lyons behind in the count at 1-2 as Villanueva tries to retire back-to-back hitters following the home run from Puckett. Villanueva looking in for the sign, shakes off De La Rosa. Now his 1-2 delivery. And Lyons takes down at the dirt, blocked at home plate. Wind continuing to blow hard here at Bethpage Ballpark, right to that right field foul pole, which makes Puckett's home run even more impressive. Right down the left field line, the ball being pushed the opposite way by the wind, yet it still had enough to get over that wall for a 2-run home run and stay fair. 2-2 now. And Lyons takes a fastball down and away. So he runs the count full. If he gets on, he represents the tying run. And Phelan Lentini waiting in the on-deck circle. Ducks now with 5 hits, by the way, in the ball game. Here comes the payoff pitch from Villanueva. Lyons swings, lets a fly ball in the air to right. That's hit pretty well back into the corner. Gindle on the run. He looks up, and this is off the base of the wall. Lyons on his way to second, and he goes in standing up with the Ducks' 3rd double and 4th extra base hit of this inning. Very similar feeling to the Ducks game in Bridgeport on Wednesday in Game 2, where they were shut down through the first 2 innings, started to show some life in the third by getting their first base runner of the game, and then broke it open with 4 runs in the fourth to cut into the Bluefish lead and make it a 1-run ball game. Scott Patterson goes back to the mound for a visit with the right-hander. It's his second visit of the game. So Patterson to have a chat after the double by Dan Lyons, which has put the tying run at second base with 2 outs for Long Island. And Phelan Lentini going to come to the plate. These Ducks have shown excellent resolve in recent games to fight back. Of course, they had those 2 outstanding comeback walk-off wins against the Somerset Patriots here last Friday and Saturday. Patterson has the quick chat with his starting pitcher. That's the second mound visit already for the Barnstormers. They've only got 1 more by a coach, a manager, or a defensive player for the first 9 innings of this game. Patterson trying to settle down the right-hander and find a way to get the last out of this inning. Lentini, the 7th man to bat in this 4th inning. 3 doubles and a 2-run home run in this inning for Long Island have made this a 1-run game. And now Lentini to the plate with a chance to drive in Lyons and tie up the game at 4. First pitch on the way, and Lentini swings and fouls this one off of the shin guard of Anderson De La Rosa. Lentini a fly out to right his first time up in the opening inning. Then he singled and stole second in the 3rd. With Nolan Reimold at the plate was when he took second. 20th stolen base in 21 attempts this year for Lentini. Here comes an 0-1, kicking the pitch, and Lentini takes a fastball downstairs. Lentini second in the league in stolen bases with those 20. Lancaster's Darian Sanford leads the league. Came into the day with 24, and he still got those 24. Third in the league is Gary Brown of Southern Maryland with 12. Lyons leads from second, the 1-1 pitch, and Lentini takes down and away again, being away but really laboring here in this 4th inning. It's now up to 78 pitches for the game, just 46 of them for strikes. Ducks have collected 4 hits, all for extra bases in this inning, and are a single potentially away from tying up this game at 4. Can they make it back-to-back games with a 4-run 4th inning? That's the most runs in an inning by a Ducks team this year. They've done it multiple times, including in Game 2 on Wednesday. Pitch on the way. Lentini a high pop-up in the air to shallow right. Out is the second baseman, Rico Noel. Calls off everybody, makes the catch, and that will land the inning. But the Ducks have gotten themselves back into this ball game. They send 7 men to the plate here in the 4th. They get 3 runs on 4 extra base hits, 3 doubles and a home run. No errors, 1 left on base for Long Island. We head to the 5th here at Bethpage Ballpark, as it is now a 4-3 game in favor of the Barnstormers.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Matt Larkins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Ducks fans, chill out with a cold cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet iced coffee. It's available at the concession stands here at Bethpage Ballpark. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or check out their cafes out in the Hamptons. Well, we've got ourselves a ball game again here at Bethpage Ballpark after the Ducks fell behind 4-0 over the first 3 innings. Tyler Levine was able to pitch out of a jam in the 4th with 2 out, leave the bases loaded. Barnstormers have left 9 men on base through the first 4 innings. And give credit to Tyler Levine, who did a great job coming in relief of Keith Couch to stop the bleeding and give the Ducks offense a chance to come back. They have gotten to within 1 thanks to the RBI double by Mark Krause and the 2-run home run by Cody Puckett in the bottom of the 4th. So into the game now for Long Island is left-hander Jim Fuller. He takes over for Tyler Levine, who threw exactly 50 pitches in his relief appearance. And now it will be the 8-hitter and shortstop Vladimir Frias to lead off against Jim Fuller. And Fuller's first pitch is a fastball taken knee-high for a strike. And the count 0-1. Levine goes 2 2/3 innings and gives up 5 hits and a run. Walk 2, did not strike out a batter. Only run he allowed was in the 3rd on the RBI single by the man at the plate, Frias, who fouls one off to the first base side up onto the concourse. And the count quickly 0-2. Frias with a fly out to center leading off the 2nd before coming up with the RBI single in the 3rd that brought in Blake Galen. 0-2 coming up from Jim Fuller. Left-hander fires, and this is smacked foul again to the first base side. Jim Fuller has been pretty effective out of the bullpen this year for Long Island. This is Fuller's 12th appearance of the year. And in his first 11, he's got no record and a 3.24 earned run average. 3 runs on 6 hits in 8 1/3 innings. He has walked 4 and struck out 11. 0-2 once again, smacked foul again, this time to the front row of the field box seats down the first base line. So the count remains 0-2. Again, the Ducks still looking for their first strikeout of a Barnstormer batter in this game. Fuller is ready to go. And the 0-2 delivery. Fastball up high and away, it missed. And the count goes to 1-2. Frias played shortstop for the Barnstormers on Wednesday against the Blue Crabs, went 1 for 3 at the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. It's lined into right center field. That ball is going to get down on a hop for a base hit in front of Phelan Lentini. 2nd hit of the ball game for Frias. Another 2-strike single for the Barnstormers. And the leadoff man on here in the top half of the 5th inning. For Jim Fuller, this is his first action since pitching in game 1 of the doubleheader on Wednesday. Through a scoreless inning in the 6th in relief of Matt Larkins, gave up a hit but nothing further and did not strike out a batter. The Ducks ended up losing that game 2-0. As Chris Rierick was dominant on the mound for Bridgeport. David Carpenter picked up the save despite the Ducks trying to rally back in the top half, of the 7th inning. Anderson De La Rosa, the catcher, at the plate. And the first pitch coming up from Fuller, kicks and fires. And there is a changeup on the outside corner for strike 1. We'll also take a look here in this 5th inning at the out-of-town scoreboard, get you caught up in action around the Atlantic League and on the Major League scoreboard today. Everybody back in action after rain washed away all 3 games that were on the docket yesterday in the league. Here's the 0-1, a throw over to first, and back safely is Frias. Somerset Patriots, after a couple of days off, are at home to host the Bridgeport Bluefish, and in the top of the 5th inning, Patriots have a 2-1 lead. Somerset going with Mitch Atkins on the mound, and Bridgeport countering with Tyler Badamo, who has been very good. The Ducks were fortunate they didn't have to face him yesterday with the way he has pitched this year. Although you never know what could have happened. The 0-1, swing and a miss. De La Rosa way late on the fastball from Fuller. And the count goes to 0-2. Patriots thus far have RBIs from Aaron Eggleston and Chris Grayson. Tony Abreu has driven in the lone run for Bridgeport. Oh, 0-2 once again as Fuller ahead in the count. Frias leads at first. The kick and the pitch from the lefty. And De La Rosa a swing and a miss for strike 3. So there is the first strikeout of the day for the Ducks pitching staff. De La Rosa now 1 for 3. And with one away, that'll bring Darian Sanford up to the plate. New Britain Bees are back at home at New Britain Stadium. They host the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs tonight. Bottom half of the 6th inning, it is the Blue Crabs leading 3-0. Bees with just 4 hits. Blue Crabs being led by Drew Hayes on the mound. He has struck out 7 over 5 2/3 scoreless innings. Mike Lee went the first 5 for New Britain, and Jason Jarvis now in. Here a little humpback liner to second. Elmer Reyes fields, goes to short for 1, back to first, not in time. Sanford's speed is able to win out. So that'll go down as a 4-6 fielder's choice off the bat of the Barnstormers center fielder, who is now 2 for 4 in this game. So 2 away, and that will leave it up to the second baseman, Rico Noel. Kevin Baez has come out of the dugout here, and he is arguing with Mike Williams, the third base umpire. I think he may be saying that Rico Noel broke up that play unfairly. I'll have to try and see if we can watch a replay here to see what happened. Elmer Reyes looks like he is looking towards second base and pointing to, maybe saying that the runner was so far out of the baseline that he didn't really fairly slide into second base and therefore broke up the play in an unfair way, and interference should be called, but looks like that argument will go to no avail. So with 2 outs and a runner at first base, that is going to bring Rico Noel to the plate. Looking at the play again right now on my computer screen there, it was close. It looked like a fairly late slide and a bit towards the center field side of second base. Runner goes, pitch is taken. The throw down to second is not in time. A stolen base for Darian Sanford. Pitch was taken for a strike. But Sanford showing off his wheels as he picks up stolen base number 25 on the season. And had a feeling that that was going to happen after he reached with 2 outs in the inning. Barnstormers want to get a runner into scoring position to try and get at least one of the runs back that the Ducks scored in the 4th. So Noel, who is 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, now has an 0-1 count. Sanford, the runner at second. Left-hander gets the sign and comes set, looks to second. And there he goes for third, the 0-1, swung on a smash foul to the first base side off of the screen. And now Alex Berg is down at home plate. Oh, he was shaken up, but now he gets back up and waves Kevin Baez and Dottie Pitchford off. I don't know if the bat caught him on the backswing. I think that must have been it. He's pointing to the left side of his head. He says that he's all right. I guess Rico Noel with his swing came around and caught Alex Berg on the side of the head. I didn't see it at first. I looked towards the foul ball as it was knocked off. I see smiles now from Dottie Pitchford and Alex Berg, so I guess everybody is all right. That is a good sign. Always nerve-wracking when you see a player take a bat or a ball off the head. Sanford's going to have to make his way back to second as he took off for third there. I guess the backswing of Rico Noel must have caught Alex Berg in the helmet. And so the count 0-2. Fuller comes set. Looks to second. Sanford takes his lead, does not go this time, and the breaking ball misses way outside. Taking a look now, and that's exactly what happened. Alex Berg had gotten up to try and throw down to second base, and when Berg went to go throw, in case he caught it on that foul ball, the bat of Noel came around and clean knocked his helmet off. Fortunately, he's okay. The 1-2. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 3 call. Great fastball from Jim Fuller, who strikes out 2 in the 5th and strands a runner at second base. So in the 5th inning for the Barnstormers, no runs, 1 hit, and they leave 1 on base. Their 10th runner left on tonight. Halfway through here in the series opener, and it's the Barnstormers 4, the Ducks 3.
Hey fans, this is Yuri De La Rosa, left-hander pitcher, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Well, this series, as we mentioned, will continue tomorrow with a day-night doubleheader, the first scheduled doubleheader of the year here at Bethpage Ballpark, but it will be the 6th doubleheader already this season for Long Island. They got another one coming up next Friday in Bridgeport because of the rain out yesterday. So it has been doubleheader season in the Atlantic League. Weather really has not been a big friend of many of these teams, although tonight it has been perfect for this series opener thus far. Nolan Reimold facing Villanueva to begin the 5th, and he takes down and away for ball 1. Tomorrow, game 1 begins at 1:05. It's a 7-inning game, so just please note that, a 7-inning game in game 1. Here is the 1-0, and that taken low and outside again, just missed by Villanueva, 2-0. Game 2 will be 9 innings, though. That game begins at 6:35. Following the nightcap, all fans in attendance will be treated to a fireworks spectacular. 2-0 is hit on the ground to the right side. The second baseman is Rico Noel. He throws to first for the out. And Reimold now 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. There's the first out of this 5th inning. Got ahead 2-0, got a good pitch to hit. Grounds to second, one away, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Angelo Sanco. After both games of the doubleheader, fans, as they make their way out of the ballpark, will get to take home coupons for $10 off a purchase of $50 or more as part of Dick's Sporting Goods Saturdays. So $10 off at Dick's Sporting Goods. Pretty good offer there. And tickets still available for both games of the doubleheader. Again, 2 separate admissions. First pitch to Angelo Sanco, swinging a high pop-up in the air towards third base. Sean Holton right along the line, crosses into foul ground, reaches back towards the line and makes the catch. They rule in fair territory. So on one pitch, Sanco is retired for the 3rd time tonight. He has also grounded to short and struck out swinging. 2 away, and that'll leave it up to the second baseman, Elmer Reyes. If you want to get tickets for the doubleheader, you can visit liducks.com right now or download the Ducks mobile app. It's free on your Apple or Android-powered device, and you can purchase tickets right on your app. Or you can also stop by the box office, which is open through the end of the game and will be open again at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Say hello to Brad Benny and the rest of the crew at the box office, and they'll get you the best seats we have available for both games of the doubleheader. Breaking ball up over the head of Elmer Reyes here. Looked like that one slipped out of the hand of Villanueva. And so the count 1-0. You can also call 631-940-TIXX to get your tickets. Reyes 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored tonight. He swings and misses at a big curve down low for strike 1 from Villanueva, trying to get a bounce back inning here in the 5th. Saw 7 batters in the 4th and allowed 3 runs on 4 extra base hits. He's retired the first 2, though, here in the 5th with ease. Reyes asks for time. Again, Villanueva works quickly on the mound. The 1-1. Reyes a swing and a miss. Another good cut, but cut through the breaking ball down low. And the count goes to 1-2. Villanueva's longest outing of the year was 6 innings. He did that back-to-back starts, May 6th at Bridgeport, May 12th in Sugar Land. Took a no decision in the first, a win in the second. Allowed 3 runs in both. The 1-2, fouled back to the screen by Reyes. Good cut. His worst outing of the year, Villanueva, came in his first start. That was April the 22nd in Somerset, when he allowed 5 runs, 3 of them earned on 9 hits and 4 1/3 innings. Took the loss in a 5-2 win for the Patriots, but has improved since. Has been a terrific starter thus far for the Barnstormers. Allowed 3 runs in the 4th, and the Ducks have closed to within a run. They're getting doubled up in hits, though, 12-6 tonight, but all 12 of the Barnstormer hits have been singles. Ducks have used the extra base hits to their advantage. 1-2. Fastball taken high and inside near the hands of Reyes. Was able to hold up and would not chase, so the count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes now. From the line, the kick and the offering, and Reyes swings, and it's a ground ball sharply to short, backhanded by Vladimir Frias. He throws on a first in time for the out, and a much better inning for Villanueva in the 5th, as the Ducks go down 1-2-3 and do not hit the ball out of the infield. Let's head to the 6th here at Bethpage Ballpark. Barnstormers still in front by a run. It's a 4-3 game.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tim Millville, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
I never got a chance to finish up the out-of-town scoreboard with you before, so let's finish that up now. We told you that the Patriots were winning 2-1 and the Blue Crabs 3-0. The final score is in York, Pennsylvania, where in the top of the 7th inning, the Skeeters have a 6-1 lead over the Revolution. Bobby Blevins, the former Duck, starting for Sugarland tonight, pitching well, just 1 run in 6 innings. Frank Gailey started for the Revolution, and Curtis Parch has since come into the game. Ryan Dent has driven in the lone run for York. Meanwhile, 3 hits thus far for Ryan Jackson to lead the way for the Skeeters. Cordero, Benson, and Rodriguez each have driven in a run as well for Sugarland. Jim Fuller stays in for the 6th inning after pitching a scoreless 5th. And his first pitch is taken outside for ball 1 by Caleb Gindel. You've got 2 lefties to begin the inning, and Gindel and Hobson, so that's probably a big factor into Kevin Baez's thinking. Gindel tonight has gone 0 for 2, but he has driven in 2 runs and scored 1. Here he swings and misses way late on the fastball. That'll even up the count at 1-1. On the Major League scoreboard, Yankees and the Athletics are scoreless. They play in the bottom half of the 5th inning at Yankee Stadium after the Yankees and Royals were washed out yesterday. 1-1. Breaking ball nicely thrown on the outside corner for strike 2 from Fuller. Masahiro Tanaka has struck out 9 in 5 scoreless innings for the Yankees. Meanwhile, 5 strikeouts and 4 1/3 scoreless for Sean Manaea. Now the 1-2. Gindel fouls this one back to the screen. Good cut to stay alive. Athletics out hitting the Yankees 4-2 in that game. Meanwhile, as for the Mets, they lead it 4-1 over the Pittsburgh Pirates in Pennsylvania. Top half of the 5th inning at PNC Park. Jacob deGrom, the starter today for the Mets, and Chad Cole going for Pittsburgh as Gindel lines one into the left center field gap. That's going to get down for a base hit. Angelo Sanko over to try and cut it off. Gindel around first, heading for second, and he is able to make it in there safely. Sanko had a little trouble coming up with it easily. So a double for Caleb Gindel with 2 strikes in the 6th inning. And that is how the inning begins for Lancaster. There is their first extra base hit of the game after 12 singles. Funny, Dave Collins, the broadcaster for the Barnstormers, came in last inning in between innings and said that they have not had a game yet this year where they have not picked up an extra base hit. So go figure, the first batter to come to the plate since he said that, and it gets an extra base hit. Now Casey Hobson to the plate. Hobson is 0 for 2 with a walk in this game. First pitch is fouled straight back to the screen, and that is strike one. Hobson reached on an error his first time up in the opening inning, then fly to center and drew a walk. There's a fastball at the knees for a called strike, and that will even up the count at, run the count, to 0-2. By the way, for the Mets, Neil Walker has gone deep, his 5th home run of the season. As for the Pirates, Gregory Polanco has hit his 2nd home run of the season. 0-2. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 3 call. There is the 3rd strikeout for Jim Fuller. Neither Couch nor Levine can pick up a strikeout, but Fuller has struck out 3, 2 of them looking. There is the first out here in the 6th inning. And now the right-handed hitting Sean Holton coming to the plate. Will Kevin Baez bring in a righty, or will he stick with Fuller? It looks like he is going to stay with Fuller.
Sean Holton, number 19.
So I guess Kevin Baez trying to get 2 innings of relief out of the left-hander. And he's got a big hitter to retire here. Holton 3 for 3 with a trio of singles in this game. First pitch from Fuller, and Holton hits one on the ground to the left side. Backhanded by Dan Lyons. Now they got the runner caught. Lyons chases Gindel back towards second. Now Gindel races for third. He throws to the third baseman Puckett, chasing him back, and he tags him out. Good heads-up defense by the Ducks. As Gindel retired in between second and third base. You're always taught never go on the ground ball in front of you, but he thought that ball was going to go into left field. Lyons made the play. 6-5 on the fielder's choice. So Gindel is out. Holton reaches. And with 2 away, that will leave it up to Blake Galen. A 1-run game, you never want to run into outs. So here's Galen from the left side. He's been on base all 3 times tonight. First pitch to him. There's a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Of course, after the righty Holton, you have the lefty Galen, so I can see why Kevin Baez wanted to stay with him. Galen tonight has singled to right and singled to left, sandwiched around a walk and a run scored in the 3rd inning. A 4-pitch walk by Tyler Levine. Here comes the 0-1. Fuller looks to first, throws over there to chase Holton back to the bag. Holton this year has stolen 1 base in 1 attempt. Technically, while he's now been on the base paths all 4 times, doesn't get credit for it as that fielder's choice. Fuller looking to toss a 2nd straight scoreless inning in relief, the 0-1. Line towards short, a humpback liner to Lyons. Fields on 1 hop. He's going to throw over to first in time for the out. And 2 scoreless innings out of the bullpen for left-hander Jim Fuller. So in the 6th inning for the Barnstormers, no runs on 1 hit. They leave another on the base pass. After 5.5 here at Bethpage Ballpark, they maintain a 1-run lead at 4-3.
Hey fans, this is infielder Mark Krause, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolette patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Ducks fans follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try to meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs this season, then Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Ducks have hit 25 home runs this season as a whole. One here tonight, the 2-run home run by Cody Puckett to left field in the 4th inning. That has made this a 1-run game at 4-3. That's where we stand right now. Eli Villanueva's night is done. The starter for the Revolution is in line for the win after 5 innings of 3-run ball. And he gives way to left-hander John Anderson, who will come in and try and silence the Ducks here in the 6th inning. And we'll get you his numbers in a bit, but Anderson will be coming on to face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Ducks. It'll be Mark Krause, followed by Alex Berg and Cody Puckett. Lefty, righty due up for Long Island. So far, 4 runs on 13 hits for the Barnstormers, but of those 13, 12 have been for singles, and 9 of the 13 came in the first 3 innings, only 4 hits since. So give the Ducks bullpen credit. Tyler Levine, only 1 run allowed in 2 2/3 innings of relief. Jim Fuller with 2 scoreless innings of relief to this point. And they have certainly given the Ducks offense a chance to come back in this game. Barnstormers have hurt themselves to this point by leaving 11 men on the bases. And so here is John Anderson to face Mark Krause as we begin the bottom half of the 6th inning here at Bethpage Ballpark. First pitch, Krause will take a fastball that just catches the outside corner for strike 1. Krause 1 for 2 in this game. He picked up an RBI double down the right field line in the 4th inning. And later scored on the Cody Puckett home run. Bounced to second his first time up. Anderson's 0-1. Krause takes down to the dirt this time. Now leaving up the count at a ball and a strike. Eli Villanueva goes 5 innings tonight. He allows 3 runs, all of them earned on 6 hits. All 3 runs coming in the 4th inning. Walked 1 batter, struck out 3, allowed the home run to Cody Puckett. Through 89 pitches total, 53 for strikes. Mentioned he missed all of last year due to injury. He had Tommy John surgery, so Ross Peoples has been very careful with him, not letting him go too deep into games, 5 or 6 innings typically. 1-1. Krause swings. It's a weak ground ball toward short. Charging in his Frias. Fields. The off-balance throw to first is in time for the out. Krause retired for the first out here in this bottom half of the 6th inning. Well, this is appearance number 15 on the year for John Anderson. He has been the best pitcher on this Barnstormers staff ERA-wise. 1.65 earned run average. Coming into tonight, no wins or losses. He's given up just 3 runs in 16 1/3 innings, 8 hits to 6 walks, and has struck out 21. Opponents hitting him near 138 against him this year, so the Ducks certainly have their work cut out for them in this 6th inning. With 1 out, Alex Berg to the plate. He takes a big curveball that misses low and inside for ball 1. Berg is 0 for 2 in this game. He has popped out to right and grounded to short in his 2 at-bats. Berg and Sacco, the only 2 Ducks who have yet to reach base, and they've been 2 of the hottest Ducks of late at the plate. 1-0. Berg swings and fouls this one off the mask of De La Rosa, the catcher. Now we're leaving up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Anderson, last pitch for the Barnstormers, May the 22nd against the Blue Crabs. Through 2 innings of relief, allowed a hit and a run, did not walk a batter, and struck out 2 in Lancaster's 11-2 defeat. The 1-1. That's down to the dirt, skips through the legs of the catcher De La Rosa. Now it goes to 2-1. It's been equally good to both lefties and righties this year. Lefties just 4 of 23, righties 4 of 35. So 1 down and the base is empty after the ground out by Krause. It'll be a 2-ball, 1 strike pitch to Berg. Anderson kicks and fires, and Berg swings, smacks it foul to the first base side out of play. Late on the pitch, and that will even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. (4-3) Barnstormers as we play in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Series opener from Bethpage Ballpark. Ducks have won 3 consecutive series coming in. And the 2-2 is downstairs, good eye by Alex Berg. That runs the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ducks have also won each of the last 3 series openers. Well, the first game against York, first against Somerset, and first in Bridgeport. Trying to make it 4 for 4 if they can come back tonight. Payoff pitch on the way from Anderson to Berg, and he will take a breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 3. Berg looked like he was going to start to make his way to first. Disagreed with the call. There's the first strikeout for Anderson. 4th for Barnstormer pitching, and with 2 outs, that'll leave it up to Cody Puckett.
Number 2, Cody Puckett, number 2.
So a 2 down here is Cody Puckett to the plate from the right side. Puckett is the 3rd baseman and 7 hitter for the Long Island Ducks, and he had the big hit in this game with a 2-run home run to left field back in the 4th. First pitch on the way to him. He takes a breaking ball that misses upstairs for ball 1. Puckett had struck out swinging back in the 3rd inning, and the home run is first since May the 5th here against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. That'll be a 1-0. Anderson fires, and Puckett swings and fouls it straight back to the screen. Good cut by Cody Puckett. He just missed it. And that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Puckett was terrific against the Barnstormers a year ago. 13 hits and 37 at-bats, a .351 batting average, 5 RBIs, 6 runs scored. One of the Ducks' best hitters against the Barnstormers in 2016. Barnstormers won the season series 11-9. 1-1. Breaking ball misses up and outside. And that'll run the count to 2-1. The Ducks did take 6 of the 10 meetings with the Barnstormers here, and 3 of those 6 wins were waddle-off victories for Long Island. 2 early in the season in back-to-back games, May 3rd, and then game 1 of a doubleheader on May 5th, and then another in the middle of June. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch to Puckett. Swings and misses, chasing a breaking ball down in the zone. Ducks come into tonight with a 119 and 115 all-time record against the Barnstormers, and they are 62 and 50 here at Bethpage Ballpark. Anderson looking to complete a 1-2-3 inning here in the 6th. He has gotten a ground out and a strikeout. Now a 2-2 pitch with 2 outs to number 2 on the way. And Puckett takes a fastball down in the zone. That'll run the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And continuing to blow hard out towards that right field foul pole. Doesn't seem to have had too much of an effect on some of the baseballs hit in this game, but it's been blowing fairly hard all game long. A payoff pitch now coming from Anderson. Kicks, fires, and Puckett swings. It's a high, towering fly ball to center. Sanford started back, now he drifts in. Still coming on is Sanford, and he makes the catch head high for the final out of the 6th inning. Ducks go in order for the 2nd straight inning. Barnstormers have retired the last 7 Ducks to come to the plate. After 6 tonight here at Bethpage Ballpark, Barnstormers still hanging on to a 1-run lead at 4-3.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Keith Couch, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Ducks fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn shop on your next visit here to Bethpage Ballpark, where exclusive hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Michael Pollock here with you as we head to the 7th inning at Bethpage Ballpark. It's been an entertaining series opener between these two teams. If you're just joining us, Keith Couch making his first start in almost a month. Had to exit this game after an inning and a third due to tightness in his right elbow. He had missed nearly a month due to arm soreness, but has to leave the game here tonight due to injury. And the Ducks bullpen in 4 2/3 innings thus far has limited the Barnstormers to just 1 run on 7 hits and 2 walks. They have struck out 3. And the Ducks have scored 3 runs to close a 4-0 deficit to 4-3, trying to come from behind once again. Lastings Millage to lead off here in the 7th against Zach Treese, who delivers a first pitch slider over the outside corner for strike 1. So Treese comes on, the third reliever, in relief of Jim Fuller, who was terrific tonight. In 2 scoreless innings of relief, the 5th and the 6th, he allowed just 2 hits, a single and a double, struck out 3, and did not walk a batter or give up a run. Here, a ground ball to the right side for Elmer Reyes. Gobbles it up, throws to Mark Krause at first in time, and Lastings Millage retired. He is now 0 for 4 on the night. And his first appearance against the Long Island Ducks, 1 away in this 7th inning. So Jim Fuller with 2 scoreless innings of relief. And now Zach Treese is on for Treese. This is appearance number 16 on the year. He has compiled a 3-1 record and a 2.94 ERA to this point. 8 runs, only 5 of them earned in 15 1/3 innings. He has allowed 13 hits and 6 walks while striking out 11. Opponents hitting .232 against him this year. Switch hitting shortstop Vladimir Frias to the plate. He has had himself a good night, 2 for 3 with an RBI. First pitch, and he'll take a fastball at the knees for a called strike, 0-1. Frias popped to center in the 2nd inning, disagreed with that call by David Speranza, and now having a word with him at home plate. Frias then an RBI single to center in the 3rd, that right now is the difference in this game. The 0-1 nasty slider from Treese on the outside corner for a strike, 0-2. And then he singled to right to lead off the 5th inning against Fuller, but was retired rather at second base on the fielder's choice ground out from Darian Sanford. 0-2 from Treese, and this swung on and missed, strike 3. Went with the fastball over the outside corner, foul tipped it into the glove of Alex Berg. So there is the first strikeout for Treese, the fourth for Ducks pitching. The 2 away, that'll leave it up to Anderson De La Rosa. Treese last pitched on Saturday here in the Ducks' victory over the Somerset Patriots. He threw a scoreless 2/3 of an inning, gave up 1 hit, struck out 1, and ended up getting the win when the Ducks rallied back in the bottom of the 9th against the Patriots. It was Ronnie Shaben who blew that save, and the Ducks won that game after Somerset scored 3 in the 9th against Eric Gagne. There is a strike to Anderson De La Rosa, who tonight is 1 for 3. He singled and scored back in the 2nd inning. Since then has grounded back to the mound and struck out swinging. Treese is 0-1. That slider just missed the outside corner. And that will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Treese in his 2nd season with the Ducks, technically his 1st. As here a slider is a check swing, taken low and outside. They appeal to first, and Anthony Anzero said he did not go. So it is 2-1. He did not pitch in the regular season last year for Long Island, but did join the Ducks in the playoffs. Through 3 2/3 scoreless innings for Long Island, striking out 6. From the line, here's the 2-1. Treese kicks and delivers. Fouled off to the first base side on another off-speed pitch by Zach Treese. And now they count 2-2, and Treese a strike away from a scoreless inning here in the 7th. Barnstormers still out hitting the Ducks in this game by a lot, 13-6. But the Barnstormers have had all singles. The Ducks, meanwhile, have had 5 extra base hits in this game. Here comes the 2-2 delivery. Pitch on the way, and the slider is lifted in the air to center. Delta Cleary Jr. ranges back into his right, and he'll make the catch straight away. A 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 7th for Zach Treese as he retires the Barnstormers in order. Time to stretch here at Bethpage Ballpark. 1-run ball game, 4-3 in favor of the Barnstormers here in the series opener.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Angelo Sanco, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. On the bottom of the 7th inning we go at Bethpage Ballpark. And former Long Island Duck Scott Schumann is going to come in out of the bullpen to pitch for the Lancaster Barnstormers. So the Ducks will get their first look at this season at their former player, who spent time with Long Island a year ago before suffering an injury that forced him to miss the rest of the season. He has gotten off to a great start this year for the Barnstormers, and he'll come into this bottom of the 7th inning trying to protect the one-run lead that the Barnstormers currently have. It's a 4-3 ball game. Ducks got all 3 of their runs in the 4th inning, but they have been kept off the scoreboard since by Villanueva in a 1-2-3 5th, and then John Anderson in a 1-2-3 6th inning. So Schumann will come on and pitch the 7th. And both sides using a fair amount of relievers here tonight. Again, we've got 2 games tomorrow, a 7-inning game in Game 1, and then a 9-inning game in Game 2. And then followed by a quick turnaround on Sunday's series finale. Ducks, though, will have an off day on Monday before they open up a 3-game series here at home against the Sugarland Skeeters. And with that series, the Ducks will have seen every team in the Atlantic League this year. This is the first time. This past Tuesday was the first time the Ducks saw the Bluefish in the regular season. This game is the first meeting between the Ducks and the Barnstormers. And then on Tuesday, first time the Ducks and the Skeeters go at it. So this week and a half is giving the Ducks the opportunity to round out their appearances against every team in the Atlantic League. So here is Scott Schumann to the mound. Here is Delta Cleary Jr. to the plate to lead things off. It'll be Cleary Jr., Lyons, and Lantini. 8-9-1 in the order for the Ducks. Schumann comes set. And his first pitch is a fastball taken down the middle for strike 1. Cleary Jr., 1 for 2 on the night. He doubled down the left field line in the 3rd, made it to 3rd, but was stranded there. And then he flew out to left field in the 4th. Here is the 0-1 from Schumann. Kicks and fires. Cleary Jr. takes in the fastball. This one misses inside to even the count at 1-1. On the year, Schumann is 1-0, has a 1.98 ERA through 14 games out of the bullpen for the Barnstormers. Now a 1-1 delivery. Cleary Jr. swings, slashes it foul down the 3rd base line into the seats. And so the count 1-2. In 13 2/3 innings this year, Schumann's allowed 3 runs, all earned on 12 hits. He has walked 5 and struck out 17. Opponents are hitting .240 against him. He's got a 1-ball, 2-strike count here on the Ducks center fielder. Schumann comes set, kicks and fires, and Cleary Jr. swings and fouls this one off. Just caught a piece of the breaking ball down low. And so the count 1-2. Cleary Jr. was 2 for 5 with a double and a walk in the 2 games of the doubleheader on Wednesday. Was 3 for 8 up in Bridgeport. And a double and RBI on a sac fly, and drew a walk. 1-2. Schumann fires, and Cleary Jr. swings and misses, strike 3. Chasing that breaking ball down in the dirt. So there is the first strikeout for Schumann, the 5th for Barnstormer pitching. 1 away here in the 7th. And that'll bring up Dan Lyons.
Shortstop, number 12.
continuing to whip from left to right here at Bethpage Ballpark. So the one away here is Dan Lyons to the plate. And Lyons is 1 for 2 in this game. He doubled to right field in the cornerback in the 4th inning. With 2 outs at the frame. Got stranded though at second. Popped to center in the 3rd. Schumann's first pitch. And he misses downstairs for a ball, 1-0. Mentioned Schumann last year. He actually began the season with Bridgeport before he was traded over here to the Ducks in the deal that sent Frank DiGiulio Jr. up to the Bluefish. With Long Island, Schumann was 2-0 with a 3.52 ERA in 8 games. It'll be a 1-0. Schumann fires. Lyons takes a fastball inside. Lyons in the driver's seat at 2-0. Schumann pitched 7 2/3 innings to the Ducks, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, and 11 strikeouts. Overall for the year, he was 3-3 with a 2.92 ERA in 36 games out of the bullpen. 2-0. Lyons takes all the way, a fastball down the middle for strike 1. Ended up suffering, I believe it was an oblique injury, if I'm not mistaken. And it kept him out for the rest of the season. Saw him before the game. He says he feels much more healthy. And that is certainly good news after getting significant rest. And now he is back pitching in the Atlantic League, this time for the Barnstormers. 2-1. Lyons swings, fouls it over the screen, back behind the plate, goes up into the club level and comes back down below. So the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Lyons. As the Ducks looking to get the tying run on base here in the bottom of the 7th inning against their former pitcher. Infield straight away. 3rd baseman Sean Halton playing close to the line. Schumann gets the sign and comes set. Here is the 2-2 delivery. And Lyons will take a fastball just inside. Did not miss by much. But the count goes full at 3-2 on Lyons. Lyons was just 1 for 10 in Bridgeport with a double. So a payoff pitch coming from righty to righty. Schumann's ready to go. Lyons ready. The 3-2 pitch is just low and outside for ball 4. Schumann wanted strike 3, but it did just seem to miss. And Lyons draws his first walk of the night, the 2nd walk for Long Island. And it's another Ducks walk brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor? Just walk in. After going 3 games without a hit, Phelan Lentini has one tonight. He picked up a base hit back in the 3rd inning and stole his 20th base of the year. Aside from that, has flown out to right and popped to 2nd, but he comes up here with 1 out and 1 on. Dan Lyons representing the tying run as the wind continues to whip up here at Bethpage Ballpark. Schumann comes set. His first offering to Lentini is down and away, and it gets past the catcher. And it goes all the way to the backstop. Lyons makes his way to 2nd. He'll stop right there. And a wild pitch from Scott Schumann has put the tying run in scoring position. So a wild pitch there for Scott Schumann, the 2nd wild pitch he has thrown this year. And Lyons with his good speed makes his way to 2nd, and now a base hit for Lentini could even the score at 4 apiece. Schumann looks in for the sign from De La Rosa and comes set. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Lentini swinging a ground ball to 3rd base, gobbled up there by Halton. He bobbled it, recovers, throws to 1st in time for the out. Good job by Halton to stay with it after the initial juggle. So Lentini is retired on the ground out to 3rd base. And with 2 away, that will leave it up to the designated hitter, Nolan Reimold.
Nolan Reimold, number 20.
Nolan Reimold was red hot prior to his injury. He had reached base safely in his last 9 games, hits in 8 of those 9 before injuring his side and having to miss several weeks due to injury. He is 0 for 2 with a walk tonight, so looking for his first hit since coming back. And the first pitch to him here is taken low on a fastball, 1-0. Ducks would love a base hit here from Reimold. This is his first action ever against the Barnstormers. And they want him to get on base with Angelo Sanco waiting on deck. 1-0. And Reimold, a ground ball to third base, gobbled up by Halton, and his throw to first is in time for the out. So a sharply hit ground ball there by Reimold, but he grounds to third. The Ducks strand the tying run at second base. No runs for the Ducks, no hits, a walk, and a runner left on base. On to the 8th inning we go here on Long Island. 4-3, the Barnstormers still in front.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Patrick Kreider, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickolock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Eighth inning coming up here at Bethpage Ballpark. Long Island Ducks still behind by a run as the Barnstormers pitching staff has kept the Ducks off the scoreboard the past 3 innings after the Ducks closed to within 1. Meanwhile, Long Island's bullpen has kept the Barnstormers off the scoreboard for 4 straight innings. Good work by Levine, Fuller, and Treese to this point. And after Treese retires the side in the 7th, Patrick Kreider, the 4th reliever out of the bullpen for Kevin Baez, will come on to pitch here in the 8th inning. Hey Ducks fans, you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and much, much more. The Ducks are tweeting right now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. So to the 8th we go here on Long Island. And it will be Darian Sanford, the center fielder, to lead things off, batting from the right side. You've got a switch hitter, a righty, and then 2 lefties. So that is why Kevin Baez brings in the left-hander Kreider. And Sanford grounds the first pitch foul along the third base line for strike 1. Josh Bell, a former Barnstormers player, now their third base coach and hitting coach, is over at third base here. Sanford tonight 2 for 4. He singled in his first 2 at-bats up the middle and scored a run in there, but has since grounded back to the mound and grounded into a fielder's choice. Did pick up stolen base number 25 on the year in the 5th inning. That leads the league. Here a half swing. They appeal to first. The first base umpire, Anthony Anzero, says he went around. I'm not sure why Sanford is that upset about it. He definitely appeared to from our vantage point. It wasn't even close. So the count 0-2 on Sanford. He'll be followed by Rico Noel and Caleb Gindel. Barnstormers out hitting the Ducks tonight 13-6, but they lead by just a run. The 0-2 from Kreider, and he missed high with a fastball, 1-2. This is Kreider's first action against the Barnstormers this year, his 14th appearance overall. He's been pretty good out of the bullpen for Long Island. Now the 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball is on the outside corner, strike 3 called. Now Sanford in an argument with David Speranza. He did not like that call. Kreider's got a strikeout. It's the 5th for Ducks pitching. And there's the first out here in the 8th. Well, Kreider on the year has an 0-2 record, but a 2.53 ERA. He's given up just 3 runs, all earned in 10 2/3 innings out of the bullpen. 6 hits and 5 walks with 12 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 162 against him this year. Here is Rico Noel from the right side, 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First pitch from Kreider on the way. Noel will swing and a miss. Good breaking ball from the lefty. And the count 0-1. Noel singled to right in both the first and second innings, but never made it past first base. He grounded out to the catcher in the 4th and then struck out looking to end the 5th. Here is the 0-1. Breaking ball just missed outside. Kreider last pitched a week ago tonight. That was Friday, May the 19th against Somerset. He threw a scoreless inning against the Patriots in the Ducks' 4-3 walk-off win. Gave up 2 hits and a walk in the inning, but did not allow a run. Did not strike out a batter either. 1-1 bunted at, but bunted foul by Noel back behind the plate. Kind of ran up to try and bunt it and ended up fouling it off. So the count goes to 1-2 on Noel with the lefty swinging Caleb Gindel waiting in the on-deck circle. Kreider comes set on the rubber, and his 1-2 delivery. Noel checks his swing, takes a breaking ball down in the dirt. So that evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kreider in his 3rd season with the Ducks, an all-star a year ago, and led the team with 61 appearances out of the bullpen. Kevin Baez with 3 lefty relievers at his disposal this year in the forms of Kreider, De La Rosa, and Fuller. Certainly a big advantage for him. 2-2 breaking ball that just missed the outside corner. Kreider and Berg both thought they had strike 3. Very similar in location to where Sanford's called strike 3 was, but it is ruled ball 3, so now they count full at 3-2. Kreider gets the sign and comes set. Here is the payoff pitch to Rico Noel, and that swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him with a breaking ball down and in. Good curveball from Kreider. Jammed him inside, 2nd strikeout for Patrick Kreider. And after going the first 5 innings, or check that, first 4 innings of this game without a strikeout, Fuller, Treese, and Kreider have now struck out 6 batters over the last 3 2/3 innings. So 2 away on back-to-back strikeouts by Kreider. Now the lefty swinging Caleb Gindel to the plate. First pitch to him is a half swing and a ball down low. Home plate umpire David Speranza says he went around, so there is strike 1. Gindel 1 for 3 on the night. The lone hit a double back in the 6th. In fact, that is the lone extra base hit for the Barnstormers out of their 13 hits in this game. Part of that, an RBI fielder's choice and a run in the 1st, a sac fly in the 2nd, and a fly out to right in the 4th. The 0-1. Gindel takes a breaking ball. That's on the outside corner, belt tie for a strike. And the count quickly 0-2. So can Kreider make it 3 for 3 on strikeouts here in this 8th inning? Ducks trying to keep this a 1-run ball game. The 0-2 from Kreider on the way, and Gindel takes outside this time. Try to paint the corner with a fastball. Just missed, and it's 1-2. Left-hander steps back up onto the rubber and gets the sign quickly from Berg. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Gindel lays off the breaking ball down and away, would not bite. And it is 2-2. Kreider made 6 appearances against the Barnstormers last year through 4 2/3 scoreless innings. Impressive work a year ago from Kreider against these Barnstormers, who traditionally have a lot of lefties in their lineup. 2-2. That fastball just missed the outside corner. Again, Kreider trying to keep the ball away from Gindel and paint that corner, did not get the call. So the count full at 3-2. If Gindel reaches Casey Hobson, another lefty is next. Barnstormers have 3 lefties in their lineup tonight, 2 switch hitters, and then 3 righties. Payoff pitch on the way. Gindel takes low and outside, ball 4. Good at bat by Caleb Gindel after falling behind 0-2. Takes 4 straight out of the strike zone. Some close pitches from Patrick Kreider. Gindel draws the walk, the 3rd drawn by the Barnstormers tonight. And they get a 2-out base runner as now Casey Hobson will step up to home plate. Kevin Baez to the top step of the dugout here. I think he's pointing out towards right field, telling Lentini to back up a bit. First pitch from Kreider on the way to Casey Hobson. That fastball misses down and away for ball 1. Hobson to this point has been kept quiet. He's 0 for 3 on the night with a walk. A run did score when he reached on an error in the 1st. A little soft line drive, 1-hopper behind the mound that Dan Lyons could not handle. Drew a walk in the 4th inning. Struck out looking, that was last time up in the 6th against Fuller. 1-0. That is in there for a strike. Bell tie down the middle. That'll even things up at 1-1. Hobson struggling against lefties this year, hitting just 138 against them. And here he's able to lay off another good breaking ball from Kreider, trying to get them to chase, but he would not. Hobson, meanwhile, has torn up righties, hitting 371 against them this year. So a big-time split there between his stats against lefties versus righties. Kreider trying to get some swings and misses on off speed, but the Barnstormers not biting. 2-1 delivery coming up. Kicks and fires to the plate. Hobson a half swing at a ball diving down and away. Again, the home plate umpire, David Speranza, says he went around. So that is strike 2. And again, Kreider is a strike away from getting through this 8th unharmed. 4-3 ball game here on a beautiful Friday night at Bethpage Ballpark to start Memorial Day weekend. Fans clomping along. Here comes the 2-2 delivery from Patrick Kreider, and Hobson a swing and a miss, strike 3. Patrick Kreider blows the fastball by Casey Hobson to pick up his 3rd strikeout of the inning. He strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a runner left on for the Barnstormers. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Still a 4-3 lead for Lancaster.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Zach Treese, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owls party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. Michael Pollock with you as we move to the bottom half of the 8th here at Bethpage Ballpark. It's been an entertaining game between the Ducks and the Barnstormers. Didn't look like it would be early as Lancaster scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third. Keith Couch, the starter, left the game in the second inning due to injury. But the Ducks bullpen has been magnificent between Levine, Fuller, Treese, and Kreider. They have thrown 6 2/3 innings and have given up just 1 run in that span on 7 hits and 3 walks while striking out 7. So the Ducks bullpen has done everything within their power to try and keep this game where it is. And the Ducks offense did score 3 in the 4th to make it a 1-run game, but they have been held silent over the last 3 innings, managing just 1 walk in the process. And on the third reliever, 4th pitcher of the night for the Barnstormers, Cody Hall will come in and pitch this 8th inning. And Hall is going to face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters in the order for the Ducks. That'll be Angelo Sanco, Elmer Reyes, and Mark Krause. So the Ducks will look to get something going here against Hall. They had the tying run in scoring position with 1 out in the 7th. Lentini and Reimold each grounded out to the third baseman, Sean Halton. And stranded Dan Lyons on base. Ducks have left 5 on. The Barnstormers, meanwhile, have left a total of 12 men on base tonight. That's a big reason why this game is still as close as it is. Defense shifted to the right side here for Sanco. And the first pitch from Hall to Sanco on the way. Swing and a miss. Home run hack there for Sanco, and he cut right through it. 0-1. Sanco and Berger, the only 2 Ducks that have not been on base tonight. They are each 0 for 3. Sanco has grounded to short, struck out swinging, and popped up to third base. Big at-bat was when he came up with the bases loaded in the third and went down swinging against Eli Villanueva. Hall gets the sign and comes set. And now it'll be an 0-1. Right-hander kicks and deals to the plate. Sanco a swing and a miss. Cut through a fastball down low. That's quickly 0-2. Hall has struggled this year. 14 games for the Barnstormers. He's 1-2 with a 7.43 ERA, has 4 saves. Anthony Carter, meanwhile, has 5. But both Carter and Hall have struggled with their numbers this season. So it'll be an 0-2 here to Sanko. Time is now called. You got the shortstop Frias playing directly behind second base. The second baseman, Rico Noel, is out on the right field grass, shallow right field. And the first baseman, Casey Hobson, playing close to the line. So a big hole right now on the left side of the infield between short and third. And right up the third base line as well. Here comes an 0-2 pitch. Hall is ready on the rubber. Deals to the plate, and Sanko is swinging a ground ball at the first baseline foul. Just got enough to stay alive. Hall has thrown 13 1/3 innings this year. He's given up 16 hits and 11 runs, all of them earned. He has only walked 3, though, and has 23 strikeouts in 13 1/3 innings, so that is impressive. Opponent's hitting .286 against the right-hander. We will have another 0-2 pitch coming up here to Angelo Sanko. Sanko had a great series up in Bridgeport. He was 6 for 10 in the series. 5 for 6 on Wednesday in the 2 games of the doubleheader. Now the 0-2 delivery. Hall deals to the plate, and Sanko swings and misses at a breaking ball for strike 3. So a tough night thus far for the Ducks left fielder as he goes down swinging for the second time. First out of the 8th, and that'll bring up Elmer Reyes.
Number 13, Elmer Reyes.
Scott Schumann goes a scoreless inning in the 7th. Does not allow a hit or a run. Walked the batter. Struck out one and threw a wild pitch. But ultimately stranded the tying run in scoring position. Both he and Anderson threw 15 pitches total, 8 for strikes. By the way, a stat I didn't give you before, Jim Fuller in his 2 scoreless innings, 25 pitches, 22 of them for strikes. That is just incredible. Just 3 balls in 2 innings. Here's Elmer Reyes from the right side. Hall comes set. And his first pitch to Reyes. He's taking on the inside corner, a fastball for strike 1. Reyes is 1 for 3 tonight. The one hit was a double leading off the 4th inning and eventually scored 1 batter later when Mark Krause doubled down the right field line. Prior to the double, a 1-4-3 ground out in the 2nd, and then a bouncer to short in the 5th. Let's go Ducks, the chant from the crowd here at Bethpage Ballpark. It'll be an 0-1 from Hall. He comes set. And the delivery to home plate. Reyes swings and misses way late on the fastball from the right-hander. And now the count 0-2. Reyes was 3 for 10 up in Bridgeport, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. Picked up 2 hits and 7 at-bats during the doubleheader on Wednesday. He was 5 for 13 against Lancaster 2 years ago when he played briefly for Long Island at the end of 2015. Here comes the 0-2 from Hall. Rears back, delivers, and Reyes is swinging a ground ball foul along the third base line. Just like the last at bat with Sanko, 2 strikes and now a foul ball. So we will have another 0-2 pitch coming here to Elmer Reyes. Again, the Ducks trying to get a base runner here to put the tying run on. Mark Krause, the lefty swinger, waiting in the on-deck circle. Another 0-2 from Hall. He deals, and Reyes swings and just gets a piece. Fouls it off back behind the plate. Just got enough to stay alive. About a 3,827 here tonight at Bethpage Ballpark to watch this series opener. Got a day-night doubleheader between these 2 teams tomorrow, 105 and 6:35. Game 1, a 7-inning game. Game 2, 9 innings. 0-2 still as Hall comes set. Reyes awaits at home plate. Here comes the pitch, and Reyes is swinging a foul ball again right back to the screen. 3 straight 2-strike fouls off the bat of Elmer Reyes to stay alive. The Ducks this season have been a very good come-from-behind team, especially of late. They have 7 come-from-behind wins on the season. Came back from 5 runs down in Game 2 on Wednesday to win. Came back twice against Somerset to win the first 2 games of their 3-game set. Another 0-2 pitch. Hall delivers, and Reyes takes down in the dirt. Good eye that time by the Ducks second baseman. And now the count 1-2. Ducks do have a speedy runner on the bench in the form of Anthony Vega. Giovanni Alfonso also has some speed, so if somebody gets on, like a Reyes or a Kraus, you could potentially see a pinch runner as they represent the tying run. The 1-2 now from Hall to Reyes, and this is swung in line towards the left side, but caught by the third baseman, Halton. Wasn't a very hard hit line drive off the bat of Reyes, might have broken his bat. A soft line drive to third, Halton fielded it with ease, and with 2 outs, that will leave it up to the first baseman, Mark Kraus.
Player of tonight's ball game, first baseman number 34, Mark Kraus, number 34.
So Mark Kraus, the lefty swinger, will come to the plate with 2 down and the base is empty. Kraus 1 for 3 tonight with an RBI double back in the 4th inning. And he is the foul pole player of the game tonight, so if he homers off of either foul pole, a fan here will win $50,000. What better way to do it than to tie this game in the bottom of the 8th inning? First pitch from Hall on the way. And Kraus will swing and hit a bullet in the air to center, but it is hit right at Darian Sanford, who barely had to move and makes the catch. Kraus was right on that pitch from Cody Hall, but he hit it right at Darian Sanford, not high enough, and that ends the 8th inning. Ducks go in order in the 8th. We head to the 9th here at Bethpage Ballpark. The Barnstormers continuing to maintain that 1-run advantage.
Hey fans, this is catcher Alex Berg, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
To the 9th inning we go here at Bethpage Ballpark. Barnstormers with 4 runs on 13 hits, no errors. The Ducks with 3 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. It is a 4-3 game in favor of Lancaster, and David Aardsma is the 5th reliever out of the bullpen for Long Island. He had been under the weather of late, but is feeling much better, and he will make his first appearance in about 10 days. He last pitched May the 16th when he picked up the save, striking out 2, and the Ducks win over the York Revolution. So David Aardsma will return to the mound. Not a save situation here, but in a 1-run game, Kevin Baez wants to try and keep it that way. And keep it 4-3 going into the bottom of the 9th. Here in the top half, Revolution will send Sean Halton, Blake Galen, and last innings Millage to the plate. They're 5, 6, and 7 hitters. And then looking ahead at the bottom of the 9th, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Ducks. Berg, Puckett, and Cleary Jr. coming up to hit. So David Aardsma will take the mound for Long Island, and Sean Halton will step up to the plate. And this could potentially be the last time that he comes up to bat tonight. Again, he's the Pizza Hut K-Man, but has yet to strike out in this game. He's 3 for 4 with a trio of singles. So the Ducks will be hoping David Aardsma, their fans actually will be hoping that Aardsma can get a strikeout here. First pitch on the way to Halton. And he'll swing and hit a drive in the air to left center. Delta Cleary Jr. is over, and he'll make the catch. So not a strikeout, but it is still an out. 1 pitch, 1 out, recorded by David Aardsma here in the 9th inning.
Designated hitter, number 2, Blake Galen, number 2.
So now Blake Galen will come up to the plate, and he will bat from the left side. Galen in this game is 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles, a walk, a run scored. Last time up, though, was in the 6th when he grounded out to the shortstop, Dan Lyons. Ardsma comes set on the mound. And his first pitch to the lefty. Fastball just missed outside, 1-0. Ardsma on the year has pitched in 10 games for the Ducks. He has 5 saves, 1-0 record, and a 0.90 ERA. Just 1 run allowed in 10 innings. He's given up 7 hits and 3 walks while striking out 15. As this one fouled off by Galen behind the plate to the third base side, 1-1. Opponents hitting an even 200 against Ardsma this year. So it'll be a 1-ball, 1-strike pitch coming up from the 9-year Major League veteran to Galen, who has never made the big leagues but has been a heck of a player in his career for the Barnstormers. 1-1, broken bat, liner toward short, charging in his Lions. Fields, off balance throw to first. Got him. Nice play by Dan Lyons. Not an easy play on the humpback liner there. Broken bat from Blake Galen. But Lyons got to it, made the accurate throw to first. And there is the second out here in the 9th inning.
Number 5.
So with 2 outs, Ardsma will now face Lastings Millage. And Ardsma trying to make it a 5th consecutive inning for this Ducks bullpen since Fuller took over without giving up a run. Overall, it would be 6 straight innings. From the 4th here through the 9th, after Lancaster scored 4 runs in the first 3 innings. First pitch to Lastings Millage is a breaking ball on the inside corner for strike 1. Millage and Hobson. Check that, Millage is the only Barnstormer that has yet to reach base safely in this game. Millage and Hobson the only 2 without hits tonight out of the 13-hit affair for the Barnstormers. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Another nasty breaking ball from Ardsma, and got Millage to chase. And so the count is 0-2, and Ardsma is a strike away from a 1-2-3 inning here in the 9th. Barnstormers' last hit was a double leading off the 6th inning by Caleb Gindel. Since then, only a walk given up by the Ducks bullpen. As Millage swings and misses at a fastball for strike 3. David Ardsma with a 1-2-3 inning in the 9th. He picks up a strikeout. 8 strikeouts for the Ducks bullpen tonight. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Ducks need a rally. They trail 4-3 to the Barnstormers here in the opening game of this series.
Hey fans, this is pitcher David Ardsma, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new nickel-out patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Anthony Carter is the 4th reliever out of the bullpen for the Barnstormers. He will try and nail down his 6th save of the year as he takes over for Cody Hall, who threw a 1-2-3 inning in the 8th. The Ducks trailing the Barnstormers by a run 4-3. 2 of the Ducks' last 3 games here at home have ended in waddle-off fashion. 4-3 wins for the Ducks last Friday and Saturday over the Somerset Patriots, both of which featured rallies in the bottom of the 9th for the Ducks to win. Now let's see if the Ducks have some more waddle-off magic here tonight It will be Alex Berg, Cody Puckett, and Delta Cleary Jr. to the plate here in this bottom half of the ninth inning. Berg 0 for 3, Puckett 1 for 3 with a 2-run home run, Cleary Jr. 1 for 3 with a double. And Anthony Carter, who has had some struggles this season, but does have 5 saves, will take the mound trying to close this one out for the Barnstormers to start off this 4-game weekend series. So Alex Berg will step up to the plate from the right side, and the right-hander Anthony Carter will take the mound. Carter stands in on the rubber at 6'4", 215 pounds, out of Decatur, Georgia. Now resides in Lilburn, Georgia. First pitch on the way from Carter, and Berg, a line drive and a left field base hit. Fielded by the left fielder Millage, and he will fire it back in, and right away the Ducks get the tying run on to begin this ninth inning. Now, does Kevin Baez go to the bench for a pinch runner? Yes, he does. So after Alex Berg singles, and now 8 of the 9 Ducks have reached in this game, Kevin Baez will call on the pinch runner Anthony Vega here in the ninth to give the Ducks a more speedy base runner representing the tying run.
Running for Alex Berg at first base, Anthony Vega.
So Alex Berg, after flying out, grounding out, and striking out, picks up the first pitch single to left off of Carter. And Vega goes in as the pinch runner as Cody Puckett comes to the plate. Now if you're Kevin Baez, do you steal with Vega to try and get him to second? Do you have Puckett try and bunt to move him in a scoring position? That's why they pay Kevin the big bucks. Here is Cody Puckett from the right side. Carter ready, first pitch. Puckett does not square and takes a fastball just low and outside for ball 1. Carter on the year 1-2, a 6.43 ERA in 14 games. We mentioned he has 5 saves, 10 runs all earned given up in 14 innings of work. Vega takes his lead from first, being held on by Casey Hobson, and now time is called. Puckett 1 for 3 tonight. The one hit a 2-run home run to left down the line in the 4th inning. His first home run since May the 5th. I made it a 4-3 game. That's where we stand right now. 1-0 from Carter. Throw over to first, and Vega dives back safely. It's tempting if you're Kevin Baez to try and have Vega steal and get in a scoring position, but of course he's been on the bench all game long, and you don't want the tying run to get thrown out. So we'll see. Here's the 1-0. Carter delivers. Puckett, a swing and a line drive in the air to center. Barely having to move, though, is Darian Sanford. He'll make the catch. A good swing by Cody Puckett. He connected with the ball well, but again, right to Darian Sanford for the first out of this ninth inning.
Loyal center fielder number 5, Delta Cody Jr., number 5.
So the Ducks do not sacrifice bunt here in the ninth inning, trailing by a run. With Cody Puckett at the plate and the speedy Vega on at first base, had they been able to successfully sacrifice, they would have had the tying run in scoring position with 1 out, but the Ducks did not want to give up the out. So, with 1 away, here is Delta Cleary Jr. to the plate. Switch hitter from the left side, 1 for 3 on the night with a double back in the 3rd inning. Carter gets the sign and comes set. First pitch to Cleary Jr. And that fastball misses downstairs, 1-0. Carter last pitched on Wednesday for the Barnstormers in that 2-0 loss to the Blue Crabs through a scoreless inning and struck out the side. Lefty hitters hitting .364 against him this year with a couple of home runs. Of course, a home run here wins the game for the Ducks. 1-0. That misses low and outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes on Delta Cleary Jr. Berg's hit to start the inning, the 7th hit of the game for the Ducks. And the speedy Vega continues to take his lead at first base. Carter looking in for the sign from De La Rosa. Now he's got the pitch he likes or not. He steps off the rubber and wants to go through the signs again. Ducks fans trying to will on their team to come back once again. Throw over to first, and Vega dives back safely. Casey Hobson continuing to hold him on there. Mentioned 7 come from behind win for the Ducks. Obviously, the key is trying to get Vega in from first base and at least tie this game. Carter comes set. 2-0 to Cleary Jr. Taken all the way, it misses down and in. 3-0. And another out of the zone would put the tying run at second, the winning run at first with one out, both with great speed. And Dan Lyons waiting in the on-deck circle for the Ducks. Carter is ready. I have to think Cleary Jr. taking all the way here. 3-0 pitch. He does take it. It's low and outside for ball 4. So Delta Cleary Jr. draws a 4-pitch walk from Anthony Carter. And that walk brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. Need a doctor? Just walk in. That is going to bring Scott Patterson out of the dugout to have a chat with his right-hander. I mentioned the 2 Barnstormers who have picked up saves this year, Carter and Hall. Both have ERAs north of 6, well north of 6. But they have combined for the 9 saves. And Carter has gotten off to a little bit of a slow start here in the 9th. Gave up the first pitch single to Alex Berg. Got Cody Puckett to fly to center, and now a walk to Cleary Jr. And Dan Lyons, who knows a thing or two about waddle-offs against the Barnstormers, and clutch hits against Lancaster. You have to go back a little less than 5 years ago, 2012, when Dan Lyons in the 9th inning of Game 2 in a tie ball game at Clipper Magazine Stadium hit a bases-clearing 3-run double off of Tim Hamulak that gave the Ducks the lead. They would win that game to even the series. And then, of course, in Game 5 here with the Ducks and the Barnstormers tied in the bottom half of the 9th inning, Dan Lyons with the bunt heard round the world up the third base line. That scored Matt Estill from third and gave the Ducks their first Atlantic League championship since 2004. The Lyons comes up here with Vega at second, Cleary Jr. at first, only one out. Carter gets the sign and comes set. His first pitch to Lyons on the way is a fastball strike over the outside corner, 0-1. Lyons looking for a little bit of redemption here as well. He made 2 errors in that first inning, one of which could have prevented a run coming in at home plate, the other which would have kept a runner at third base. Here's the 0-1. Lyons are swinging a ground ball towards the middle, knocked down by the second baseman. He recovers and flips to second for the force. Oh, what a play by Rico Noel. He knocked the ball down behind second, flipped from the dirt to the shortstop Frias for the force out. If that gets through, Vega scores to tie this game. Instead, it is a fielder's choice and highway robbery by Rico Noel, the former big leaguer, up the middle to rob Lyons of the game-tying hit. Oh, what a play. So Vega goes to third base on the fielder's choice. Lyons reaches. He now represents the winning run, and he too has good speed. And now it will be up to Phelan Lentini to try and come through for Long Island with 2 down here in the 9th inning. Carter looks in for the sign at home plate from De La Rosa. First pitch on the way to Lentini. And Lentini takes a fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Lentini tonight is 1 for 4. His one hit was a single to left field back in the 3rd. He then stole second base, but was stranded there. Since then, he has popped to second and grounded to third. Before that, a fly out to right. The Ducks looking for a base hit here to tie up this game at 4 apiece. From the stretch, the 0-1. Lentini, a fly ball in the air down the right field line, slicing foul. This will go into the seats. And now the Barnstormers a strike away from victory here in this series opener. If Lancaster finds a way to hang on, what a play by Rico Noel on the ground ball towards the middle. Noel was shaded towards the middle on that play. And the ability to knock that ball down, and not only just knock it down, but get it out at second base is incredibly huge. If he doesn't get that out, then a fly ball from Lentini could tie this game. Instead, it's going to take a base hit or a wild pitch, a pass ball, a balk, something like that. 0-2. Lentini is swinging a ground ball hit towards second. It is gobbled up by Noel. His throw on to first is in time for the out. this ball game is over. The Ducks rally falls just short in the 9th inning as the Barnstormers win this one 4-3 to take the opening game of this series. A great effort by the Ducks to try and come back and win this game. It falls just short. Rico Noel's incredible play prevents the tying run from coming in. And the Barnstormers take the opening game. In the 9th for the Ducks, no runs, 1 hit, 2 left on base, including the tying run at third and the winning run at first. Don't go anywhere. The postgame show is coming up next. We're going to recap this game and hand out the Player of the Game award. Barnstormers win this one 4-3 over Long Island.
Hey fan, this is the pitcher Amali Diaz, and you listen to the Ducks baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
It was almost yet another waddle-off, come-from-behind victory for the Long Island Ducks, but it falls just short as the Lancaster Barnstormers take the opening game of this series by a final count of 4-3. The Ducks, who fell behind 4-0 early, scored 3 in the 4th, but were silenced from that point on. They put the leadoff man on as the tying run in the 9th inning. They got him to third base with 2 outs, but a terrific play made by Rico Noel prevents Anthony Vega from scoring. And so the Barnstormers take the opening game of this series. Let's recap this one. It was a game that didn't seem like it was going to be exciting at the start, but became that way. Barnstormers got to Keith Couch early on, as Couch was making his first start in nearly a month after battling arm soreness. And the early going gave up back-to-back singles to Darian Sanford and Rico Noel to start the game. Caleb Gindel then came to the plate. He hit a ground ball to first base. Mark Rouse threw to second for the force, and then the runner at third, Sanford, tried to break for the plate, and the throw home from Dan Lyons bounced in the dirt to Alex Berg. He could not come up with it cleanly, so a fielder's choice RBI 3-6, and Gindel was able to go to second base when the throw got away from Berg, so an E6 on the play. That made it a 1-0 game. Casey Hobson then came to the plate. A balk moved Gindel to third, and then Hobson hit a soft line drive past the pitcher's mound, but the shortstop, Dan Lyons, could not come up with the baseball. It went under his glove, and on the error, scoring from third was Gindel. And that made it 2-0 at that point. Couch would allow 2 more singles before getting out of further trouble in the inning. And on the latter single, Casey Hobson was thrown out trying to score from second base off the base hit from Galen. So that kept it 2-0 in the second inning. Couch, with 1 out in the inning, gave up back-to-back singles to Anderson De La Rosa and Darian Sanford. And that is when, out of the dugout, came Kevin Byes and Dottie Pitchford. Keith Couch had to get removed from the game as he was dealing with some elbow stiffness. So his comeback started last just an inning and a third. And then Rico Noel came on to face Tyler Levine, the pitcher. And Levine allowed a single to Noel that loaded up the bases for Caleb Gindel. Gindel hit a sac fly to right that would score De La Rosa. And that would make it a 4-0 game, but Levine was able to get out of trouble in that second inning. And then in the third inning, he allowed 1 run as Halton singled to open the inning. Blake Galen walked. Milledge grounded into a 5 unassisted fielder's choice for the first out, but Vladimir Frias delivered an RBI single up the middle that scored Blake Galen, and that proved to be the difference in the game as that made it a 4-0 contest. In the bottom of the 4th inning, after Eli Villanueva started for the Barnstormers, retired the first 7 he faced a bases-loaded 2-out situation in the third, but Angelo Sanco struck out. And then in the 4th inning, Villanueva lost his good stuff. Reyes, a double to right, Kraus followed with a double to right that scored Reyes to make it a 4-1 game. And after a ground out to short by Alex Berg, Cody Puckett delivered a 2-run home run down the left field line, his third of the year, and first since May the 5th made it a 4-3 game. With 2 outs, Dan Lyons doubled to right, but Lantini popped up to second to end that threat and keep it a 1-run game. The Barnstormers, meanwhile, had some chances throughout, but Levine pitched scoreless inning in the 4th, Jim Fuller scoreless innings in the 5th and the 6th, and then Treese, Kreider, and Ordsma in a row, scoreless innings in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. And the Ducks bullpen tonight was terrific in giving the Ducks a chance to come back and win this game. But meanwhile, the Ducks offense was silenced after the 4th inning. They went in order in the 5th against Villanueva. Anderson came in the 6th and retired the Ducks 1-2-3. Schumann in the 7th allowed a 1-out walk to Lyons, who moved to second on a wild pitch. But Lantini and Reimold both grounded out to third base to end that threat. Hall retired the middle of the order, the heart of the order in the 8th. And then in the 9th inning, Alex Berg opened the inning with a single to left, and Anthony Vega went in as the pinch runner. Vega did not attempt to steal second base, and Cody Puckett did not attempt to sacrifice him to second. Instead, he flied out to center for the first out of the inning. Delta Cleary Jr. drew a 4-pitch walk to put runners at first and second with 1 out. And then the big at-bat of the ballgame, Dan Lyons came to the plate, and a chance to tie the game with a single, win it with an extra base hit. He had a hard comebacker up the middle, but Rico Noel, the second baseman, made a diving knockdown of the ball and flipped it from the dirt to the shortstop Frias for the force at second. Not only did it save the run from scoring, but it got an all-important second out, so that way a fly ball from Lantini could not tie the game. Lantini then came to the plate and grounded out to the second baseman Noel to end it, and the Barnstormers hung on by a thread for the 4-3 win. Final totals from tonight's game for the Barnstormers: 4 runs on 13 hits, no errors. They win despite leaving 12 men on base. For the Ducks, 3 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. They left 7. Eli Villanueva gets the win to improve to 4-1. He allowed 3 runs on 6 hits in 5 innings, walking 1 and striking out 3. And the loser was Keith Couch, who again was removed after allowing 3 runs on 6 hits in an inning and a third. He falls to 0-2. Anthony Carter, his 6th save of the year, despite allowing a hit and a walk in the 9th inning. The game took a total of 3 hours and 8 minutes in front of 3,827 here at Bethpage Ballpark. Tonight, lots of players of the game. Why? We're going to give it to the bullpens of both sides because they were absolutely fantastic. The Ducks bullpen giving the Ducks a chance to win this game. They pitched a total of 7 2/3 innings tonight and allowed just 1 run on 7 hits and 3 walks while striking out 8. So they certainly did their job. But protecting a 1-run lead, the Barnstormers bullpen, 4 scoreless innings, allowing just 1 hit and 2 walks while striking out 3. So the bullpens of both sides are tonight's players of the game, as you have to give them credit for the work they did on the Ducks side to give them a chance to win, and the Barnstormers side for securing the win after the start from Villanueva. We'll take one more break. When we come back, the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we'll wrap things up here on Long Island.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tyler Wilson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. We are back here at Bethpage Ballpark, wrapping things up from this series opener between the Long Island Ducks and the Lancaster Barnstormers. The Barnstormers coming away with a 4-3 win. Let's go through the out-of-town scoreboard before we head out the door. The loss made even tougher tonight for the Ducks as they lose a game of ground to the Somerset Patriots, who win their 4th straight. 7-2, they defeat the Bridgeport Bluefish at TD Bank Ballpark. The winner was Mitch Atkins, who improved to 3-3. Tyler Badama, the loss, fell to 1-2. No save in the game. Home runs from Bridgeport from Tony Abreu, his second, and Chris Grayson of Somerset went deep for his first of the year. So Long Island now sits 4.5 games behind the Patriots in the Liberty Division standings. On the other scores, in New Britain, Connecticut, the Bees fell to the Blue Crabs 3-1. And so with the Barnstormers win, they maintain their 1 game of distance, or 2 games over Southern Maryland, I should say, who was in third in the division. Hayes, the winner, improved to 1-1. Lee, the loser, fell to 0-3, and Epley picked up his 11th save of the year. No home runs in the game. Blue Crabs led with 2 RBIs from Zach Cohn and 1 from Devin Rodriguez to pick up the win. And meanwhile, the Skeeters with a win, so they maintain 1 game behind the Barnstormers in the Freedom Division. 7-1, they defeat the York Revolution in York, PA. Bobby Blevin, 6 innings of 1-run ball. The former Duck improves to 3-1 on the year. The loser, Frank Gailey, fell to 5-2. No save in the game. And home runs, Jackson for the Skeeters went deep for his first of the year, and Benson for the Skeeters also going deep, his first of the season, as they pick up the 7-1 victory. The Yankees got an outstanding start tonight from Masahiro Tanaka, but the bullpen between Tyler Clippard and Jonathan Holder allows 3 of the 4 runs, 1 charge to Tanaka, who went 7 1/3 innings and struck out 13. And the Yankees trail the Athletics 4-0 right now in the 9th inning. 1 home run, Stephen Vogt hit his 3rd of the year. And the Yankees, meanwhile, have managed just 4 hits against tonight's starter for the Athletics, Sean Manea, and bullpen reliever Ryan Madsen. As for the Mets, they are beating up on the Pirates, trying to close out this one. They lead it 8-1 over Pittsburgh in the bottom of the 9th at PNC Park. Jacob deGrom, 8 innings of 1-run balls, striking out 9. He's in line for the win. The loser would be Chad Cole, who allowed 5 runs in 4 1/3 innings. Neil Walker has gone deep twice, his 5th and 6th of the year for the Mets, and Gregory Polanco, his 2nd home run of the year for the Pirates. So that'll do it for the out-of-town scoreboard. We have a quick turnaround here at Bethpage Ballpark, and we will have 2 games for you tomorrow, a day-night doubleheader between the Ducks and the Barnstormers. Game 1 beginning at 1:05 in the afternoon, a 7-inning game, and the Ducks will send right-hander Dennis O'Grady to the mound, who came 5 outs shy of a no-hitter his last time out. That was against the Somerset Patriots a week ago. O'Grady 1-1 with a 2.17 ERA. Jared Leverett, meanwhile, the former Duck, will take the mound for the Barnstormers. He's 1-0 but has an 8.52 ERA on the season. And then in Game 2, which is at 6:35 p.m., that is a 9-inning game. It'll be Tim Melville for the Ducks, who's been pitching very well of late, had 2 wins in his 2 starts last homestand. He is 2-2 with a 2.58 ERA, and former big leaguer Brad Bergeson will start for the Barnstormers, 2-2 record with a 4.35 ERA. And it should be 2 good games tomorrow here, a day-night doubleheader, and the Ducks will be looking to bounce back after falling in the opening game of this 4-game set here tonight to the Barnstormers.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tyler Wilson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long.
Have some technical difficulties here. Get through that. Now it is time to wrap up the broadcast. Apologies for that. That'll do it for us tonight here at Bethpage Ballpark. Once again, the final score. It was the Barnstormers 4 and the Ducks 3. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast, which will be tomorrow when we have 2 games for you, a day-night doubleheader. Pregame show for Game 1 begins at 12:50. First pitch at 1:05. Game 2, pregame show at 6:20 with the first pitch at 6:35. You can follow all the action here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network, liducks.com, Facebook Live, and YouTube. My name is Michael Pollack. Thank you so much for spending your Friday evening with me. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Have a great rest of your Friday night. We'll do it all over again on Saturday twice here at Bethpage Ballpark as the Ducks and the Barnstormers play 2. Good night and so long from Central Islip, New York.